Good morning, jewellery makers. How are you? Nice to have your company. My name's Elle and I'm joined by the gorgeous Helen O'Connor.
Good morning, everybody. Morning, Eleanor.
How are you? I know, Helen, that I'm going to go home today from the show even more Welsh than I am right now. It's going to be, we're going to be all, we're going to be all bore da, shwd chi, da iawn. It's going to be coming out.
I'm sure there'll be a bit of Nessie in me as well.
Oh yes, yes, yeah. Yeah. Every time that I'm surrounded by, I only learned, by the way, the other day that Hannah is Welsh.
Yes.
I only learned that the other day. She hasn't got a very strong Welsh accent, has she?
She has when I'm with her on air, because it starts to come out a bit.
There we go, there we go. And you're local to me as well.
Yes.
We've established that we grew up or we live, well, lived...
Well, you were in the posh bit, let's be honest.
Well, Cumbra's lovely.
Yeah, I actually came from Pontefraith.
Right.
Moved up, I'm in Hentless now, top of Cumbra'n.
Lovely.
And of course you were up in the lovely Crickhowell and Abergavenny area.
That's it,
yes.
Which you know very well. How are you? Are you up and bright and breezy this Saturday morning? I'm so glad that you are, because we have got so much to bring you. We have got blue diamonds. When has this ever happened before? Never. Martha's, by the way, she's doing this to me. What are you eating? Oh, cream cheese and ham, gluten-free sandwich. She's very healthy, Martha. She's very, very healthy. Whereas I'd probably come in with one of those naughty breakfasts. She'd be having her tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. I'll corrupt you, Martha. Now, can I show you the blue diamonds? Oh my goodness, I don't think we've ever had them on Jewellery Maker before. We are talking the second rarest. Oh, have we? Haven't. Definitely haven't. I've got that confirmed. Not in our time anyway. Now, of natural diamonds, coloured diamonds, blue is the second rarest to your pink diamonds. We all know about the famous Hope diamond. We know about the iconic Titanic necklace, of course, which was created. It's going to be a star buy. It's coming up at 11 AM, so that's there's only 10, so it's very limited. Guaranteed at under £200. And if you're thinking, gosh, that's a considered price point, not for what you're getting, it really isn't. They are amazing quality. The more intense those blues, the more valuable the blue diamonds are. You are looking for not a navy colour, you're looking for a very vibrant teal colour when it comes to your blue diamonds, and my goodness, you've certainly got it here. These are absolutely exceptional. 10 very lucky jewellery makers will be successful this morning. My goodness, aren't they amazing? Aren't they amazing? What else do we have though? It's not just about your diamonds. We have got a relaunch of your Tahitian pearls, so a brand new set, all but I think pretty much sold out every time that we bring you Tahitian pearls, and it only began this week for the first time ever in 5 years. These are absolutely astonishing. They're my presenter's pick, and they simply had to be the queen of pearls. Beautifully spherical. I've been doing a little bit more reading. Whenever I see something about, when I know I've got a gemstone like this included in the show, obviously I do a little bit more revising. The quality on these are absolutely astounding. Perfectly spherical. You're getting 3 of those. 12.25 mil, so it's that double figure price tag. Look at those. That double figure price tag that we all long for, and of course from the beautiful French Polynesia. They're coming up a presenter's pick, and they're coming about 10 AM. We'll bring them to you at 10 AM. So hopefully everybody will have, you know, wiped the sleep from under their eyes and had a few cups of coffee or tea underneath that. Then, Martha knows exactly how excited I am about this. How about a gemstone which from this specific location in the world totally deplete? We cannot get any more. The mine is not producing any more Songia sapphire. Now, this is famed from that location for absolutely astonishing clarity and incredible colour. This strand, if I was in your position right now, I would be dialing through for this, because it, without question, it's one of those, like your tanzanite, like any of your big gemstones, I would certainly be getting sooner rather than later. You have got here, sorry, what's the carat weight again? 30, 15 carats, they're all top drilled, beautiful briolette cuts. You've got definite paprika hues within there, and purple sapphires in there. Are you seeing those purple colours? Just amazing. So you're ticking an awful lot of boxes when it comes to your Songia Sapphire. There are just 30 of those in the world. Now, first product of the day of what will be an amazing show. These are going to be like hot potatoes. Right, number 10, number 10, number 10, number 10, number 10, number 10. Brand new. And Martha nabbed these. Nabbed them. I know you love Sodalite, Martha, but this is beyond that, isn't it? Are you getting both? Oh, now we had onyx in these and they sold out very, very quickly. One, you're getting two. Let me just show you the one firstly because I can actually lay it across my hand beautifully. Look at that, Sodalite, and they are those wonderful bars, slices that have that perfect graduation. We just nestle them down a bit so you can actually see. Totally and utterly natural. You've got that wonderful blues and whites, that fusion. I mean, they are ready-made pieces of jewellery, aren't they, effectively? Just add them maybe to a chandelier earring or to some sterling silver, and you've got a very decorative 1920s piece. You're not just getting one, though, you are getting two. So let me just bring that to the back of the hand. I just wanted to show you like so, because then you can actually display the full fan effect, I suppose. Let me flick those over. Brand new, never been on your screens previously before. I had the black onyx the other day and they sold out on air, didn't they? They were on air sellout. So I don't think for 1 second these will be any different. There are benefits to getting up bright and early on, with us here at Jewellery Maker. You get the first chance opportunities to grab hold of one of your most popular gemstones, and I can understand that. It's very, very visual. It is, it's the #1 colour in terms of gemstones that we love the world over. It's got wonderful formations within as well. I mean, this just attached to maybe a head pin, suspended on some sterling silver chain, and you're good to go. Of course, comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as does every single purchase that you make with us here at Jewellery Maker, and of course the one postage and packaging throughout the entirety of the day. Should you wish to download your certificate of authenticity, not a problem. That vivid blue is what you're looking for. It is an opaque gemstone, so it's not clarity, but it's the intensity of those colours. First auction of the day, and we're starting with one of those beautiful graduations. 2-piece sets, so you are getting both. So there's a ready-made pair of earrings. If you want to multi-buy, my word, I would definitely be doing the same. $6.95. $6.95 for all of that work that has gone into this. I mean, the graduation is incredible. The intensity of colour, they're natural. Every single one of these are totally and utterly unique, just effortless. I mean, you could use these sparingly. I would love to see something very elaborate. A pair of earrings would look wonderful because you'd have that movement. And if I just turn this one round, you can see how beautiful it is on the other side. So if you wanted to have that flat surface showing, that's looking amazing as well, isn't it? They're incredible, aren't they, Helen?
Oh, they're stunning. Very Art Deco for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you say, they're perfect for earrings, but you could just do so much with them anyway. You could actually make a bracelet, earrings, and even a little pendant from
Yeah, exactly.
from
Multi-buy, you can get the entire suite. It is free gift weekend, by the way, so any purchases, any orders over £35, whether it be within that day, so not over the weekend, within that day, you will get a free gift of £9.95. And by the way, Paula Bennett, she came into the studios yesterday with me and she said, amazing gift, so you will be delighted. It's a little Christmas present from us to you. From us to you. Lots and lots and lots of you there. 60 carats in total of your wonderful Sodalite. The onyx that I saw, the abalone that I saw, I think Zena actually had some pictured jasper of these, all sold out. All very, very, very popular. They're just fabulous, aren't they? I mean, it's taking a gemstone and taking it, it's thinking outside the box. That's something I really, really love. 10 by 4 right the way up to 30 by 4 millimeters. Very dramatic, very angled, very geometric shapes. And Helen so rightly was pointing out very Art Deco, where they did love, you know, not just colours, embellishments, but using that sort of architecture, if you like, in your jewellery making. We've got a text message into the studio. Oh, did we not? No, we haven't. I thought we did. I tell you what it is, we want one.
Yes.
We want some text messages in. 60... Oh, we have got one. Wait, you keep me on my toes. 60777, get a text message into the studio if you want to get in touch to myself or Helen. Angela, good morning to you, my lovely. Hi, Elle. There is no denying Christmas is on its way when the decorations go up. Ah, yeah. I am a proper Christmas bunny. I love Christmas. It's my favourite time of year. It's all about family. It's all about, you know, spoiling people. I mean, obviously there is the religious reasons as well, but I just love the fact it brings everybody together. Lifts everyone's spirits, doesn't it? I'm a real Christmas, well, what would you call me? Elf. Okay, yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Okay, also, text messages. We were talking before the show because I came into the studios this morning and Martha called me Poppet. And I was like, ah, that's take cute. My mum used to call me Poppet. So we want to know what your pet name was. Were you called Poppet? Did you have a nickname? What was your nickname, or what were you fondly labelled?
Well, I still am. I've kept mine. Mine sort of hung around with me. Mine's called Bells. Now, people think hell's bells, but actually it means a bell on every tooth.
Right.
Because for those that don't know, it means that I'm quite loud. Quite loud?
Well, I would say talkative, not necessarily loud.
Oh, that's a nice way of putting it, yes.
You're chatty.
I'm chatty. Oh, that's lovely.
There's a difference between loud and chatty, isn't there? Yeah, I think chatty. That's yeah. Loud comes across as a little bit like, ooh, in your face. You're not in your face. You're very talkative, which I think's a good thing. What's your pet name? Wes, what's your pet name?
Oh.
Right, Wes, we need to sort this out.
We need to give you one.
Shall we give Wes a pet name? Right. Get your text messages in, 6777, keep it clean, 6777, start your text with JM Studios. We want a pet name for Wes. Pet name for Wes, and it might just stick Wes, okay? Mine, Debbie's the first one in, texting in, by the way. What was yours? Blodwyn. Now, Blodwyn, that's a Welsh word.
Yeah.
That's a Welsh word, Blodwyn. My dad always calls me Blodwyn. Have you got Welsh roots? Because Blodwyn is very much a Welsh name, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's a Welsh name. Oh,
definitely.
Love that. Absolutely love that. Got to crack on. Mine, by the way, was Baby B. Baby B, I was. Yeah. Because I was the baby of the family.
Are you still Baby B?
I'm still Baby B, yeah. My mum
nice.
still calls me Baby B.
Aww.
Right then. Straight down into your... Have we got 5? Yes, there's another one there. Sorry, I forgot you. I left you there. Now, these are the white leatherette stands. Absolutely perfect for displaying your beautiful jewellery. If you were to ask me which of the stands are the most classy, elegant, show off the work that you have, of course, invested into your rings, then this would be the ones that I would suggest, particularly in the white, just because they elevate the majority of the gemstones. Just really classy, aren't they? They are built to last as well. They have got a wipeable benefit to them, being the leatherettes. Just a simple baby wipe brings them back and refreshes them if you do get sort of mucky fingerprints on them. You're getting all 5, and yes, the 1 postage and packaging, irrespective of whether you buy 1 or 10 of these. You're not restricted either, but these absolutely fly out of the vault, because particularly with Christmas markets coming up, and I know lots and lots and lots of our jewellery makers are very, very, very busy now. It's the busy time of year, isn't it, when you do all the craft fairs, then this is an absolute essential. I know, Helen, you actually have got a market in Abergavenny, haven't you? A market store in Abergavenny.
I've been so busy lately. I've got great stallholder friends out there still there, and I'm hoping obviously to return very soon.
Do you use these?
But I do, yes, and the black and the white. Yeah. Because you've got different colour jewellery, you need the stands, you know, to stand out in different ways.
They really do, and I just think when you as a business person, or not, as the case might be, you know, because by the way, I don't do craft fairs anymore, but it's hopefully something I'll get back into. But my own jewellery, I do enjoy seeing on these, just to show off every now and again. You know, lay them out to show off. Obviously, keep them clean. I just think it shows off the pieces or the gemstones that you actually have. But they are really professional. Going back to many years ago, when I first worked at the first jewellers that I worked at, this was the stands that they used. And I'm talking jewellers that had Cartier, had Versace, had Gucci jewellery, had very high-end quality gemstones. This was the kind of stands that they were actually using to display them. So I think that will should hopefully signify just how exceptional the quality is. Now you are getting all 5, not just one, so you'll get 5 in one purchase. If you want to multi-buy, you absolutely can. You won't believe this price point though. You really won't. For those of you that have not bought any of our display stands previously from us here at Jewellery Maker, £6.95. I actually think we're surpassing wholesale prices there. Certainly from my own personal experiences, that's an amazing deal. We have got numerous FIFO reviews, over 70,000 Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews. Sheila says about these will be very useful. They are, aren't they? Catherine sums them up in Argyle and Butte. Great. They are, aren't they? I don't think you need to say any more than that, because you can see the quality. Look, even if I turn them up on the underside, I mean, look at the finish there. Look at that finish.
What's great about these as well on the stall is you can put a couple of different size rings on, so you can have 2 or 3 on there.
Absolutely, the larger size and the smaller size, because they are graduated. Absolutely, it's a really good point there, Helen. £6.95 only. Well done to every single one of you. They really do just elevate, don't they? If you've got a craft fair or you've got a stall, you know, dimensions and actually having certain pieces higher than others rather than all just laid out, I actually think adds interest and certainly draws customers to your stall. I'm just using that as an example, and I'm not singling out business jewellery makers at all, because they're great for actually working with. You can use these as a ring mandrel to a certain degree as well, can't you? Well done. We've got some text messages coming into the studio. Keep them coming in and stay on those phone lines. Leanne and Devon, morning ladies. My nephew started calling me the crazy dog lady, as I have only 7. Only 7 large dogs. Looking forward to today's show. Only the 7. Hey, listen, I'm a crazy dog lady as well. I'm one of those. Em in Northamptonshire, please, can we see Helen's necklace? It looks really interesting, and I am sitting here trying to guess the gemstones. Abalone, perhaps?
Is it this one?
The one you're wearing?
Oh, right, yeah, this is Waiahimo, and this was the kit from the 27th of October. To be honest, I know this sounds awful. I know where I live in gemstones, but I couldn't tell you exactly what they are. I think
they are. I've seen those in the gold.
Is a spinel in there as well, I think is the black.
Right, okay, it's coated spinel. Yeah, coated spinel. Oh, that looks like coated pyrite to me in a cabochon.
Right, the shiny
pyrite,
cabochon.
yeah. By the way, that technique we are going to be doing today with Helen in the DI. So stay tuned. That's coming up in about 10 minutes' time, so fabulous. Well done. Got to move on. Box number 4. Now, lots and lots of you, when I first saw this strand, were on the phone lines instantaneously, because I know here at Jewellery Maker we can bring you labradorite. In fact, there's probably not a day that goes by that we don't, because it's one of your favourite gemstones. However, the smaller sizes you don't see every single day, and they are fantastic for accenting your big gemstones. Similarly too, like Helen's necklace there, you've got spinel, you can easily incorporate the smaller labradites in. Now, I had the privilege and honour of actually launching this this strand, and the labradescence that you're seeing, smaller the size, you'd think, oh, you're going to sacrifice that labradescence, that performance of colour. Quite the contrary. It's a really beautiful, delicate colour. I noticed that, and I can remember talking about it. Oh, I've just pulled the tassel off. This is a studio sample, so don't worry. I remember talking about the fact that labradorite often it's quite a dark gemstone, isn't it? You can have sort of blacks, you can have very deep dark greys. When you see like a silvery hue, and this is quite a silvery strand, I absolutely adore it. So it's a slightly softer strand of labradorite, still got that labradescence within, but like silver diamonds, really, aren't they? They look very similar to your silver diamonds. 21 carats, and it's a 30 centimetre strand, varying from 2 by 1 right the way up to 3 by 2 millimetres. So perfect for your soutache, great for spacer beads if you want. I mean, look at that performance luster. You've got visions of blues, you've got wonderful greens in this. It's a silvery labradorite, which I love. Have I got any here to hand that I can make comparisons with? Yeah, I have. Actually, bear with me. Let me just pop that over the back of my strand, back of my hand, because labradorite does come in various colours, like most gemstones, really. So this, actually, saying that, this is actually quite silvery as well. Look, this is coming up a little bit later on, but look how they work together. Just because it's that softer labradorite. Look how well they work together. Do you see what I'm talking about? Look at that blue. This is coming up at 11 o'clock. Just gives you a little sneaky peek, but I just wanted to make that comparison. Sometimes labradorite is really, really dark, almost black. I often call it the Wuthering Heights gemstone, but this is more of a silvery strand. Okay, let's bring that price tag in. I had the privilege of launching this. Absolutely gorgeous. We've got the last of stock, 65 only, so it's limited. Saturday morning, we're going to have lots and lots and lots of you tuning in. $6.95 only for 21 carats of beautiful silvery labradorite with all of that wonderful optical effect that we love. Well done to every single one of you, and a very good morning to each and every single one. I mean, this kind of strand, it's miserable outside. It is miserable outside, isn't it? Do you know, sometimes I think of labradorite and I go, okay, Wuthering Heights, that's my instant my instant connection, because I think of Heathcliff. I mean, he was quite a dark but also quite a romantic character, wasn't he? If you've never seen or read the book, it's just a wonderful story. It is a romance ultimately, but there's quite a lot of tragedy in it as well, admittedly, hence the darkness. But this strand is kind of brightening. It's quite a brightening sense to it. Yeah, I mean, this to me is one of the rare opportunities where you see with labradorite where you think, do you know what, that would look amazing with your soft beryls, with your really delicate colours like your pastel hues. Because it is a silvery tone. $6.95 only. Grab it whilst you can, because we are limited now. It's in double-figure quantity. Now, moving on to... Oh. I love. I will always be one of the biggest advocates of this gemstone, because it's... With the greatest respect, when someone says to me, well, quartz isn't rare, I think you could not be any more wrong. Yes, quartz as a mineral isn't rare, but gem quality quartz, well, that's a whole different kettle of fish. Now, I never, ever make direct comparisons to synthetic gemstones. Why? Because I think it's insulting to Mother Nature, to be honest. However, can you imagine a crystal clear crystal? Can you imagine, you know the brand I'm talking about. I walk past those department stores and literally the hairs on the back of my neck go up, because I'm kind of like, just because. And it's clever, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking away, and I'm not set. I have got crystal jewellery which I've been gifted to, and I do wear it, I do. But I understand that it's not genuine gemstones. It's the marketing that I actually contest and I get angry about, because people think that it is Mother Nature. But you know that clarity, you know that brilliance, you know that sparkle, which is what draws everyone to that shop. And that's fine, each to their own, absolutely fine. I'm going to make a comparison to that with Mother Nature, natural, beautiful, genuine gemstones. I mean, look at the quality of these. Martha, I'm actually going to stick my neck out and say these are the best quality I've seen. They are the best quality that I've ever seen of clear quartz. I want to buy these. I really want to buy these. They're amazing. The pavilion is on both sides as well. Do you notice that? So you've actually got a belly of the gemstone on both sides. So the brilliance is going to be almost doubled, effectively. The performance of light, more facets, more sparkle. Look at that clarity, though. Just astounding. You would be forgiven, wouldn't you, for thinking that that is a crystal. You know the place I'm talking about. You would, because of the sheer size, the sheer quality, the sheer clarity. They are absolutely astounding. I don't mind saying saying, would you agree with me, Martha? This has to be some of the best clear quartz that we've ever brought to air. Has to be, for that sheer size. And what's on your screen right now displays dispersions of fire. We're scrutinising the gemstone up close and personal. We couldn't be any more magnified. I can't see a single flaw or imperfection. Can you see any cloudiness within the clear quartz? Can you see any black trace marks within the quartz? Can you see any misshape, a sort of outline shape of the actual heart? Heart. What am I talking about? The pear drops. Can you see a single facet that isn't mathematically precise? Can you? No. I'm answering myself here. They are flawless, and I've got no hesitation saying, if you want one of my personal recommendations this morning, then this is absolutely it. And you're about to be surprised. Web bidders, you already know what this is going to. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Sorry. Hang on a minute. You think it's $27.95. Apparently, it's not going to that price point. We are going lower. I would more than happily pay $27.95 for just one of those gemstones. For just one of those. This is amazing. We've got some jewellery created with these. I mean, $19.95. Look at this cascade made by Anne, showing off the quality of the gemstones. I'd love to see these suspended in the ear, and as if on cue, our wonderful budding beaders has said, you know what, I'm with you, Elle. Show off the quality of the gemstones, just suspend one of those from the ear and you can really see the quality of the gems. Hello to Yorkshire, Catherine, Tanya, another Catherine, Susan, hello to Yorkshire. Lots of Yorkshire and Lancashire are up with us this morning. Good, hello to you, Veronica and Glamorgan, Michaela, Sarah and Virginia. Has the weather kept you up? I must admit, I woke up a couple of times this evening. We've got more jewellery to show you as well by the lovely Anne. And she wanted to make the most of working with this strand, and I don't blame her whatsoever. Beautiful. Aren't you glad you did get up nice and early? Look at that quality. Please say, Martha, we've got lots of these. Double figures. If I had a pen right next to me right now, I would be writing down this code. I'll remember it, don't worry, and I've got my schedule right before me. I will be keeping hold of this item code, because one of those, even I can create a very simple wrap loop, suspend it from sterling silver chain, and you've got a piece of jewellery which in my eyes could command double that price point, if not more. Just amazing. Ali in the Forest of Dean, hello to you. Claire in Surrey, Dorothy May, good morning. Alex and Myra, hello. I've got Cumbria there, Jane there, Debbie there. You don't have to take my word for it. Every piece comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, but look at the absolutely flawless clarity. That has to be the headline of this strand. It has to be. Read all about it. This clear quartz JD RU62 is all about some of the finest that I've ever seen. And I'm making comparisons, by the way. I'm allowed to do this, Martha. This strand, I'm making a direct comparison to our sister channel right now for the quality. I don't think if Steve, Sarah Bennett, any of the management team, I don't think any of them would agree, would disagree rather, that this strand wouldn't rival some of our outstanding gem quality quartz. It is flawless in terms of its internal clarity and internal brilliance. £20 only. Jane, you've done it. Angela, you've done it. John and Janet, you've done it. Cumbria, well done. To all of the webbers that have it in their basket, it's getting limited now, so grab it whilst you can. These, would you... I'm just thinking wire wrapped or just kept very simple. I mean, it's all about that wonderful sparkle. A pavilion. Do you notice how the gemstone has actually got almost a belly on both sides? A pavilion, that's called in the industry. That's following those facets down to the coulis of the gemstones times two. You're going to see more of a performance of light internally. Just fascinating. I'm really excited about this strand, and I know it's only going to get better from here when you actually get them home. That's when you really go, I understand, Ellen, I totally get where you were coming from and why you were so excited. Well done to everybody that got that. And by the way, we've got some high-end gemstones coming up later on, which will look amazing with that. Now, it's time for your first designer inspiration. It's all about geometric shapes, and we talked about Art Deco period, where coming out of the First World War is very, of course, relevant as well for this weekend. very positive time in our history. Fashion became very elaborate. Jewellery, again, very elaborate, and it wasn't a symbol of status. It was something that everybody could enjoy. Architecture became very curved and angled. You used to have big shapes generally, so very 1920s. Geometric shapes are very much in right now. 1920s, the vintage style is becoming more and more prominent once again. This kit is beautiful for that. So if you do love, I'm just going to move that there for a second, if you do love your cubes, if you love your sort of triangle shapes, if you love your colours, then this kit will be right up your street. I'm just going to move those to one side so I can actually show you all the components firstly. Now, Helen, I know you've created some fantastic pieces, and we will go over to Helen shortly, but let's go through everything that you're getting. Firstly, threading material in abundance. So you've got your beading thread, your monofilament and clear elastic. You know, that's thrown in as a Brucey bonus. We all need that. They're absolute stash essentials, including, so you can create stretchy bracelets very easily, and the gemstones to suit for that as well. But I've not nearly started. Look at these tones of blues. You've got a turquoise, you've got a royal blue, and you've got more of a tealy blue as well. 10 metres on each of those spools, and you've still got more colour. They're wax cord, by the way, so you've got an ecru colour, and you've also got a wonderful sort of silvery grey. Very easy to work with if you kumihimo, if you macrame, if you do your wish bracelets, if you do maybe, I wonder if you can actually crochet with these, more than likely, but there's still so much more to bring you. So we've only just started. We've got, look at these bales, they are amazing. I've never seen them before, Martha. Aren't they beautiful? Silver plated copper, you're getting 5 in total, 5mm in terms of diameter, but look at the size. Very glossy, very lustrous, very shiny with that texture, very Italian chic with that texture. You can see that ribbing, if you like, across the curve of these, and you're getting 5. So I'll pop those at the front of the desk so you can see all of those, and they're going to go a long way. Just one gemstone either side at the end. I'm sure, Helen, you're going to show me a lot more elaborate ways of using them. I'm just quite a straightforward thinker. So a couple of gemstones either side. You're getting your silver plated finding kits with 95 pieces in total. So you've got your chain, you've got beautiful shepherd hooks, you've got toggle clasps, big jumbo sized head pins. I've not seen these before. Can I show you these? These would be fabulous for tiaras as well, wouldn't they? Look at the size of those head pins. Jumbo head pins. Now I bet you, as jewellery makers, love these. There's so much you can do with them. Lots of you coming in already. Now you're getting 3, 6, 10 of those. You've got your featherweight head pins, you've got your round head pins, you've got a meter's length of chain, you've got your jump rings, your spacer beads, those floral spacer beads. I'm just going to show you as well the actual shepherd hooks that you get within these, because they are not your usual shepherd hook. They're very geometric, hence the name of the kit, sort of going part and parcel with everything that you get here. These have got a wonderful detail. Can you see that? Wonderful detail and a substantial drop at the back, so they're really going to support lots of gemstone carat weights. Then you've got your ordinary shepherd hooks within there if you would like to keep it a little bit more simple. You've got your extender chains, your toggle clasps, your ribbon ends, so 95 pieces in total. Now let's bring you some gorgeous gemstones. We've brought you wonderful blues. It is all about your magnesite, a gemstone that I always refer to as, you know, I don't think it gets enough recognition as it deserves, because this gemstone has the ability, because it has got quite a rough crystal structure, it has the ability to absorb wonderful colours and tones. I'm just going to pop that by there for 1 second so I can show you the gemstones on the back of the hand. So magnesite, often interpreted as turquoise, because it is an almost identical colour. Starting off with the smaller cubes, look at these. I'd love this on a stretchy bracelet. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Geometric shapes, absolutely. You can create squares, angles, triangles, whichever your heart desires. And then we're not nearly done. Let's bring you some matching cubes, but they are drilled, if you can see, on the diagonal. So drilled through the diagonal of those. They're fabulous, aren't they?
They're superb. And they're
Love
so
those.
great to work with.
Yeah, I bet. It's nice to see different shapes, isn't it, of gemstones. Really exciting. Let's bring you a matching strand in a slightly different hue. Now, this is more your tanzanite blue. Oh, we referred to it as lapis blue. Yeah, I looked at it and saw tanzanite, but yeah, either or. It's that sort of midnight blue, so it's slightly darker. And again, that's an unusual tone for magnesite, which I absolutely love. And then, excuse me, sticking with that wonderful colour, we've got more of your cubes, but this time, rather than on the diagonal, they're drilled through the centre of them, so you can really stack those up. So 4 strands in total of your magnesite, and all of your threading material, and those wonderful bales. Don't forget, you've got all of those gorgeous bales, 95 pieces of your findings, lots and lots of chain within there, and your wax cord. So much included in your geometric kit. Should be, if you were to buy them individually and separately, still fantastic, £44.10. That's an amazing deal. Now, you're about to get this for less than £25. If you're on those phone lines, if you're on the web and you are checking out as soon as you possibly can, that's almost £20 reduction. £20. It's almost buy one, get one free, really, isn't it?
I'd sell one of those necklaces for a lot more than that.
I'm sure.
You know, and you've still got loads left.
Tons and tons and tons left. To be honest, those bales alone, I would certainly expect at least half that price.
Definitely, and don't forget the bales you can actually use for gentlemen's jewellery as well. So you could do a his and hers type theme if you wanted to.
Let me hold one of those bales up for those of you that have just tuned in. You're getting 5 of these. They are substantial, and they're 5mm as well, so you can get through there if I just turn it like so. Your leather, you can get through your suede,
for leather,
you can get probably smaller kumihimo braids through there.
Yeah. I've actually put a kumihimo braid through, so I'll show you that a bit later. And those wax cords, even if you just knotted them together, either side of the bale, and then have say 5 going through the middle, knot them either side, it would just look amazing.
Really beautiful. So many components in this, so it's a great stash builder as well. A wonderful way to sort of replenish your stash of gemstones, firstly, that we don't see every single day. I mean, magnesite, yes, okay, granted, we do see magnesite. Just move that chair out of the way. We do see magnesite, but those blues you don't,
no.
and the cubes you don't.
Yeah.
The bales I've never seen before.
No, I've got to say, it is very Art Deco. I love the real vintage theme. But what came through in my designs, I think, is more of the Indian style of the 1940s, maybe you know, that sort of era, where you've got the people started to travel and bring in the beautiful Indian styles. So you don't have to just keep it vintage, as in 1920s. You could move up a few decades and get something a little bit more that will work purely today as well.
Helen, I love this piece. That's amazing, isn't it? Beautiful. And the actual back. Now, which are you going to be demoing for us today?
I think this end one, simply because it's got a bit of everything in.
Right.
We've got a little, I do kumihimo, I've done this in, on a flat board. I usually use the flat boards for everything. And I add wire, and in these cases I've added wire. But my speciality, of course, is wire hemo, where that would be all wire. Right. But that wax cord, I've got to say, has really converted me now into using more cords in my work.
It's got a lovely feel to it, hasn't it?
It's perfect for me to add that wire to. As you know, some of the cords out there, they can't hold the wire work that I actually do. But that is fantastic. Yeah. And the finish you get for kumihimo, whether you're doing the round board, whether you're doing the square plate, the actual feel and the quality you get is perfect.
Okay, right. So let's get started with that then. So absolutely beautiful. Lots and lots of you getting involved. And I'm not surprised because it is. We're ticking. Okay, haven't seen that. Haven't seen that quite a few times with this kit. And I bet you thought all your Christmases would come at once, Helen, when this arrived on your doorstep. Yeah, fabulous. So what is it that you're using for this piece, this necklace?
Okay, so I've used a bit of everything in this one. So I thought I'll show you first. Perhaps I could just show you around the necklace. Would that help? If I showed you around the necklace first? Okay. Just take the necklace. I'll start at the back because there's one of those head pins there. I've used the fantastic, because they're quite structured, I was able to incorporate it actually into the back section there, which, you know, is a great idea to use them as secure fastenings as well. So when we come round to the front then, we've got the kumihimo going around the side on the flat plate disc. Then I've split it. Now this is the unusual technique that I do, in that I divide, which I'll go through, the right and the left, and I've actually put the wire work in there, and that's just adding gizmo coils, which we'll do. And then on the right, I've put that fantastic bail. Okay,
let's get started then. Okay. So I'm just going to push your board forward slightly so everybody can see that.
I like to prep.
Can we move that one out the way, or do you need it?
We'll do this one first, and then we can get
okay, we'll just make sure that we can see it in the shot.
Okay. Right. All right. So this is my the normal gizmo. The deluxe range is from here, from JM. So that's great. So all I've done now is I've just wrapped that around there, and I've started to wire and started to wrap my wire.
So what gauge of wire are you using?
Now this particular one is 0.4, and I've used 0.4 on the actual piece as well, so that's perfect. I've just done it in gold, just so you could see it really on the screen. And all I'm doing is feeding through the wire. Now a lot of people are getting their wires stuck on the gizmo, and also they're saying that when they're trying to pull it off, it's sticking. And why that is because sometimes you can overwork the wire. So just you're not force feeding it, you're letting the
weight carry.
Yeah, and I'm not running my hands through the wire and hardening it either. I'm letting it travel up the...
We have actually got the gizmo in stock, by the way. We're going to bring the graphics in shortly. So it's a product which any of our guest designers that work with wire absolutely adore. It creates a beautiful, beautiful technique. Well, you can see in Helen's designs. So it's very easy as well.
It is.
It is quite self-explanatory. So $4.95 only for the gizmo tool, and it does attach. It does attach as well, doesn't it? So you've attached it to a board here.
This is just an ordinary breadboard that I've used, and it's perfect. And it means you can travel it round with you, so I have to take it places with me.
There we go, graphics on your screen for your wire coiling gizmo. It is an easy technique, isn't it, to just spiral in, you're spiraling the wire basically.
As long as you don't pull it against this, people start to put tension on it. They think they have to put tension, and that's when it starts to jam onto the rod. Now this particular rod for the waxes is the 1.6mm rod, and I found that was really easy to let the lovely wax cord go through. So all I've done is I'm just twiddling away there. I've decided that's the length I want. I'm snipping them through the middle there. Now there is a DVD by the lovely Rachel Norris, it's on later of course, to go through all these techniques, and then you just slide it off. It's like butter. Beautiful. So there's no problem there. I have done a couple ready. So what I normally do is prep everything. So in this design I'm using coils and of course the cord, so that's why I would prep that. Okay. So we can just move that out the way now, anywhere on the... So the next thing I'm going to show you is from the back, just turn it round again. I've actually started this one on this side here, so that I haven't had to glue or sew or anything. I've actually created my own little loop there. So we'll just start that off. And what I've done is I've taken about, I think that I usually try and use the meter. So I've used 5 meters. And what I've done then is I've started in the middle. I've actually folded the cord in half, put the wire around, and started from there.
Can we hold that down to show everybody how you do the kumihimo braid? Because for those of you that have never done kumihimo,
so that's the very start of my loop. So all I've done is taken a meter, folded it in half, put a little bit of wire to stop my braid from going anywhere, and then I've just braided. And I'll show you how I braid, because this is a good easy one.
Lovely.
I know that you're not really. I have been sort of judging the presenters on their kumihimo. Oh! But, you know...
I don't really kumihimo.
I know.
I don't really do any of the...
You're probably great with the wire. In fact, if I
like
the
wire
wire,
working
I think
or
you would have
polymer
been
clay.
great with the wire. So that's why Helen is not having a go. But I'm sure she's very capable, really.
Thanks, Helen.
I'm sure you can do it, really.
Name and shame me. Okay, so let's show everybody at home how you do your kumihimo.
It is really easy, really.
Okay.
Okay, so I do a little rhyme because I work in wire and I work off the board as well as on it. I use vices and things. So I don't actually go by the numbers. I'm not a numbers person at all. So what I've got then is 5 and the 2. So that is, if anyone knows kumihimo, that'll be off a 10 weft, so it's a right hand weave. So if I just bring this in, and I can just explain what that is. Can you see that? So this is a 10 weft, so this is what all my designs start from. So this will be my go-to board whenever I'm designing. I've done them in blue on one side and copper on the other just to show. So I'm working on the right hand side at the moment, so I'm going to do a right hand braid.
Lovely.
So there we go. So there's my 5 exactly as it's set up in that project. So I take my right eye over to the right. I take my middle up because it's the middle of the project board, and the middle down, neighbour up, neighbour down, and I go home. And that is all it is to it.
Okay, can we show that again? Just, what about the numbers on the board as well?
I don't use numbers. You can't, I can say the numbers, but when you use the numbers, it limits you to the board.
Right.
As my work actually, if you learn the actual technique through a rhyme, what happens then, once you remove it from there, you can create your butterflies and your dragonflies. Okay. Because you're not relying on numbers.
Right, okay.
But I can go through that for those at home that have a board.
So if we do that rhyme again then.
Okay.
So
that's my eye, because when it's up in the air, it looks like an eye. And that eye is going over to the right, so that's my right eye. Middle up, because it's the middle of your 10 weft, middle down, neighbour up, neighbour down, I go home.
Okay. Okay.
And that is actually...
I've never seen kumihimo like that before, with a rhyme.
Yeah, and it's purposely because we looked at my necklace earlier, and that is done, that's not done on the board. So you have to, you can't rely on the numbers if you're going to go into wire hemo.
Okay.
All right? So a lot of it
would
is
the
off
same
board.
process be with the wax cord with the wire? Would you be doing the same? Because I noticed you've got a kumihimo board with wire there. Would that be the same process?
Exactly the same. In fact, I've used all the processes I use today are what I use for my wire hemo, and I'm quite new to cord actually, and especially this wax cord has been fantastic to add my wires to. So you can add wires as well as braiding them.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. Now, those of you that are thinking, okay, this is a technique that I could get into, I'm new to jewellery making, kumihimo is, the discs, they're relatively inexpensive, and the wax cords, we're certainly covering that within this kit as well, wire hemo that Helen is talking about. Tools are an absolute essential to starting you on your jewellery maker journey. We have got back in stock your zebra print. Now, arguably the most popular popular of our toolkit, because you've got storage, you've got bead reamers, you've got tweezers in there as well, you've got little scoops, as you can see in the centre, you've got cutters, and also all of your pliers on this side. Now they have got a comfort grip, so I want to suggest that they are quite foamy, I suppose. So those of you that have dexterity issues or do an awful lot of jewellery making, then obviously do look after your hands. Very, very, very economic. $10.95 it should be, really, but this morning we're going to bring it to you at a very economical price point. So how many hobbies can you start at less than £10? Well, you can with Jewellery Maker, and of course comes in that wonderful branding and wonderful package, so it is transportable. Is transportable, and an absolute must-have, really. I mean, I've started creating a few different pieces of jewellery. Never of any, you know, I'm not by any stretch of the imagination an accomplished jewellery maker. But one thing I noticed instantaneously when I started doing hair combs and some, you know, classic beading, was that you do need these tools just to finish off your pieces properly. $8.95. The investment that you make, which is minimal, you will see back in the finish of your pieces. So well done to every single one of you. Now we have got more coming up, including your magnetic clasps as well. So okay,
right, so all I've done now, first of all, I'd like to say with our toolkit, I always have you know, that quality toolkit, which is fantastic, as my heavy wire work tools, because I know everybody loves the Zurons. They can't actually, you can't use them on the real heavy stuff.
Right.
Okay, so what I've done now, I think we need to cut that off. So all I've done now is taken the other end, so I'm still in the middle, and I've just looped through my bottom end. I'll tell you what, that's going to take a little while, so we haven't got the time for that, so I'll leave that as that. So what I'm doing now is I've got this loop here. Can you see the loop there? There we go. So that is the form, that is the back of the necklace where we said where the loop starts, this one here.
How do we do this split that you were referring to?
Okay, we'll do a little. Right, so we get down to, so we're still working on 5, so what I've done is grouped together. We've grouped together, so all you're doing is bringing that across there, so I've brought that across the centre. For those
so you've got 2 strands in one now.
So those that do kumihimo, and you know the tem weft, you could do it that way as well with crossing the centres. But for this particular design, this is how I did it. So I've just brought it together just by using the 5 weave, because it's the simplest of all the weaves to use. Exactly the same technique as well. And all I do, some people say, well, how do you get the finish that you get? And it's because I never, or very rarely, cross my cords. I try and keep them sitting alongside each other. So as long as the cords are sitting next to each other, on the board, they're happy. So I'll do a split weave now.
Well, Helen, can we just verbalise what you've done then? Do a little bit slower for everybody. Right. So if I hold that here, I'm just thinking.
I'll finish this one.
So you've done a 5 weave.
So what I've done is I've brought all those 10 strands together on the board, and I've grouped them into 2, just as they're sitting along each other. So then what I've got is
top left,
right eye over to the right. Middle up.
Bottom left to the, bottom to the left. I'm just thinking, other people do follow the board.
All we're doing is crossing that middle one. I'm not crossing them anywhere else. They're just crossing down over the middle one. So that was middle down.
Middle to the bottom left.
Neighbour up.
Right to the top.
Neighbour down. I go home.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Lovely. Lots and lots of you getting involved on this kit. Absolutely fantastic. How many have we got left in terms of quantity? Not many. It's limited. I'm not surprised by that at all. At all. Now, with some very big, elaborate gemstone designs like this, I mean, the clasp itself is very, very, very much a key feature. By the way, grab your zebra kits whilst you can. They are back in stock. We waited months for those. Absolutely. Sorry, what am I talking about? Your zebra print toolkits. We waited months, and they are hugely popular because of the handle, the actual handle themselves, and of course the design. We all like a little bit of print, don't we? Okay, now I let you into. I'll tell you a little story. When I was on our USA channel, we used. I was very lucky. I used to go. It was the middle of the night for us here in the UK, but very, very, very busy all across the States. One of our most popular, demanded products would be what I'm about to bring you now: the silver-coloured brass magnetic clasp. This is not just a functional item for your jewellery. It is a vision of beauty as well. The finish, the polish is just wonderful. These are kind of torpedo shapes, and they're gorgeously lustrous all across the surface of the magnetic clasp. Now, you're getting 3. I remember clearly, Martha, and I don't know what you're taking these to, I remember clearly how much they would actually go for. Are you kidding me? Right. I used to buy them myself, in singles. I used to, there used to be just one included at a time. I used to buy 10s at a time because I didn't know Jewellery Maker did them at that point, because we've all been caught in that scenario where you're desperately trying to get a lobster claw on at the back of your neck or on the bracelet even, and in the end you give up. I do, because I haven't got time to be messing around. This solves all of that. Those of you that have got dexterity issues, fantastic for that. Great gifts as well. So they are your magnetic clasp, and you're getting 3 of these. Look at the quality though. Look at the quality, and I'm going to hold them between my sort of thumb and finger there. Look at that luster. 9 by 15.5. Obviously, if you wear a pacemaker, then I wouldn't recommend getting this, obviously, because of the magnet itself. They are really quality, and you have to twist them away from one another, like so. It will obviously be easier when you've got it actually attached to your pieces of jewellery, and obviously just hold in the same vicinity, and I'll hold them loosely. Look how they snap together. So that is the quality that you are getting with us here at Jewellery Maker. I'm absolutely amazed that we can bring it to you at that kind of price point. That's astonishing. $6.95. We used to bring you just one of those at that price point on our sister channels. In fact, it was £6.95 for just one of those, because it was $12.95. I'm absolutely certain. $6.95 is an amazing deal for all 3. Beautiful. I mean, very classic as well, aren't they? They look wonderful with your pearls. They look beautiful with your elaborate designs. They've got that security and weight behind them. I'll just give you a nice little demonstration again if I just pop those down, because in fact, live television. Imagine that this is attached to a necklace. So I'm going out the door, my other half's at the bottom of the stairs going, Helen, will you come on? Will you come on? The taxi's outside, which is, pretty standard. I'm always running a little bit late, and you're trying desperately to put your necklace on because you want to wear it, you want to enjoy your gorgeous pieces, but in the end you give up because you can't find the lobster claw. Yeah. There we are. Oh, caught my hair. There we are. Good to go. Done. I did that behind my back, instantaneously, and it took seconds. Tons and tons and tons of you there. Multi-buy until your heart's content. It's the first time that I've actually seen those wonderful torpedo shapes. So gorgeous. Do add them to your basket at that price point. That's a great gift too. Okay, so
I think the wax, especially the wax cord in those, would be perfect.
Okay, we've got 2 minutes before the break, so
I'll just show you the split then.
Lovely.
All right, so we're down to here now. And
we're down to where on the necklace, sorry?
Down here. And all I've done, I've opened now, so where I had 2 cords sitting alongside each other for the 5 weft, I've actually opened them up now. So all I've done is sat them alongside each other, and then I have a little jiggle down below to manoeuvre them where I want them. So I'm just placing them on the board as I want them, and it should be upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, and then upstairs, downstairs. Upstairs, downstairs, upstairs.
So what this weave that you're doing, the upstairs, downstairs, or the rhyme that you're doing, what does that equate to? What does that equate to when it comes to a normal kumihimo? Because I'm just thinking, for somebody that does use the board, what would that be called? You call it a rhyme, upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah, the upstairs, downstairs is the laying on of where they sit. So everyone knows that they start, for those doing kumihimo, they know that the first one will always be uppermost on the board. So all I've done is place them on the board. Right. So they know that the downstairs one is the next cord over.
Is this called, what weave is this called though?
This is the 10 weft.
Right, 10 weft, there we go. Okay.
So I've opened it up into the 10 weft, but where it goes different now, most people then would cross this middle two to to give the kumihimo.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to do a right braid and a left braid.
Lovely.
And all I'm doing is bringing it over exactly as we did earlier with the two, exactly the same rhyme. I know you don't like my rhymes, Helena.
No, I do. I just don't. It's because it's the first time I've ever heard it. That's why. I was like, okay. So do you know, it was like, okay, I've always learnt off the board, but you know I'm not a kumihimo.
Yeah, but you can't really learn off the board in waiahimo.
Right.
As I say, because it comes off the board at some stage. So you do need to understand, you know, a few little basics. So all I'm doing then is, I'll do it as I do it because it's the way I know it. So
upstairs?
No, this is the right eye now.
Yeah.
Right eye over to the right, middle up.
Yeah.
Middle down. Yeah. Neighbour up. Neighbour down. I go home. And the same now, and I'm doing it to the left.
I love that I go home.
The left eye. Yeah. Left eye over to the left. Middle up. The Kuma people will understand.
You've got messages. No, everybody at home is absolutely loving it. Julie Glamorgan, hi lady, stunning kit. Corner drill cubes are a great, love them. Helen, your designs are always stunning. That's from Julie Glamorgan. Julie in Yorkshire says, I love Helen's design. She's one talented lady. Please get a DVD soon. Love the show, girls, and we'll be watching all day. Oh, that's lovely. In your PJs. Oh, I'd love to be there. Oh, yes. We should do a PJ.
Yeah, I could do that.
We're running out of time, my darlings.
That's okay.
We're running out of time.
Well, just discuss
we'll be
this.
back.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Sorry, my lovely, we're about to be cut off. We'll be back after this.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company. Here at Jewellery Maker, we like to treat our customers. So to celebrate the fast approaching festive period, we'd like to give you a gift. From this Friday and right across the weekend, if you place an order over the value of £35, we'll send you a free gift. Get into the spirit and join us to kick off the Christmas celebrations.
Good morning, Jewellery Makers! girls, good morning. How are you? I hope it's the start of the weekend. We've got so much to bring you. It's one of the most exciting shows. I'm joined by fellow Welshie, Helen O'Connor. She's like, see, I got bells on every tooth just then. You're the cutest. She's so cute, isn't she? And your designs are amazing. We've got so much to bring you now. It's going to be quite fast and pacey this hour because we've got much to bring you. Three outstanding, big opportunities for you throughout the course of the morning, essentially. How about three 12.25 millimeter genuine Tahitian pearls? First time this week that we launched the Tahitian pearl. I'll be talking in depth about why this gemstone is some of the most sought after out of the pearls. Your Tahitian, of course, coming from the French Polynesia. Why does it fetch 3, 4 figure, 5 figure price tags in many cases during that opportunity? It's coming up at exactly 9:45, so don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. They will all go, believe me. They will, because every single time I've had the honour of bringing them to you, they've all flown, because you recognise the quality and also the amazing deal that you get with us. Now, showstopper, my goodness, my goodness, at 11:30 this morning, I'm going to bring you a location of a gemstone, Sapphire no less, which is famed for producing some of the finest in the world, but is also totally and utterly deplete. The mine is no longer unearthing this outstanding gemstone, which is a crying shame, because the quality that comes from the Songea mine, which is in Tanzania, is out of this world. Expect papradacha hues, expect wonderful purples. You've seen that purple sapphire is the rarest colour, and you've got purple sapphires within this strand coming up at 11:30, so absolutely breathtaking, stunning opportunity, one for the collectors and connoisseurs. But my goodness, for the first time ever, we are launching the second rarest colour of gemstone, naturally formed, is your blue diamonds. I have 10 of these and that's it. I only wish I had more, but my goodness, those lucky 10 who are successful, guaranteed at under £200, are about to own some of the most beautiful blue diamonds with all of that wonderful dispersion of fire, the perfect amount of colour, not navy. You don't want them to be navy or so dark that you can't establish that they are diamonds. But that wonderful visual teal blue coming up at 11 o'clock this morning. So first come, first serve, guaranteed under 200. Now, okay, box number 3. Oh, gorgeous pearls. Gorgeous pearls. Now, don't forget, text us in 60777. We want to hear about what your nicknames are. Start your text with JM Studios. We'd like to hear what your nicknames are. I was Baby B. And if you've got any questions for us here in the studio also, look at these. So your midnight blue and those beautiful visual purples. This is an exquisite bundle of tones which is beautifully complementary. Sizable pearls. Sizable pearls. Really radiate all of that pearlescence that we look for. Your violet hues right the way to your midnight. Now 9x7 on the blue, but because these are Baroque, they're more of a, I suppose, angled, obscure shape, more organic shape, I should say. That's probably the best word to describe it. The measurements are a little bit more tricky, but they are definitely double figure sizes on many of those cases, and you can see that wonderful colour, that wonderful iridescence coming off. 9x10 to 12x10. There we go. I can see the sizes now of your purples. Look how wonderfully they go together as well. Blues and purples, very sought after. Go beautifully with your yellow gold findings, go wonderfully with the silver as well. And can you see how the blue is actually absorbing the purples, actually absorbing it and reflecting those colours across, because the lustre, the actual surface, the nacre surface of the pearls is without shadow of a doubt there. Now, lots to bring you this morning. Yellow gold findings we've got coming up, which will work wonderfully with this, and we've got so much more. Maybe imagine this with, I'm just going to give you a few examples. The sky blue topaz, which is coming up next. Wow. Don't those pearls make that strand pop? I mean, it doesn't need any encouragement, but it's just A trio of harmony. That's coming up next, so make sure you do stay tuned. 2 strands of wonderful pearls. Maybe you create your bridal jewellery. Maybe you're a purple lover, because purple tends to be a gemstone which is quite infectious. Look at our graphics. We chose purple because it's a warm tone, isn't it? And it's very complimentary. 2 strands of pearls, sizable pearls, for less than £5 each. £9.95 to get hold of both of these strands. You've got your organic shapes of your Baroque pearls. We call them nuggets, but I actually think they're more of a Baroque shape, because you have got flats there where you could easily wire wrap into. They're not small. Nugget to me indicates smaller. These are more of your Baroque, and they also indicate misshapen. These are quite a uniformed Baroque shape, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Okay, they've got angles and some of them have got curves, but they are more of a uniform strand of Baroques. And then your blues are those wonderful rice beads, so teardrops within there, elongations, perfect for your earrings. I love this colour combination. Absolutely adore this colour combination. It's very warm, isn't it? Shall I do my usual? I think I should, shouldn't I? Think I should. You know, first time of the day, Saturday morning after all. I'm going to treat myself. Treat myself to a pearl twist. Look how they work together beautifully. And at £9.95 only, that's all you've had to invest. Hello to you, Catherine. Hello to you, Karen. Hello to you, Sharon. Good morning. It's the start of the weekend, and we are starting with bundles, 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 and amazing deals for you. This would have gone beautifully with the kit that we've just seen. But I also recognise when I see purples and blues, they work wonderfully with all of your findings, even the black findings from the matrix boxes that we actually bring you. Hello to you, Betty, Sharon. Hello to you, Janet. Catherine is multi-bought. Heather in London. Nicola, hello to you. Gillian in Bedfordshire, very good morning. Lancashire, you're there. We are busy, busy, busy this morning. Much to bring you, much to see. This may be with those clear quartz that you saw earlier on. For those of you that weren't quite out of bed yet, not a problem. Have a little look on the website. These might still be available. Look how visual that is. Most definitely with the topaz. Most definitely with the topaz that's coming up later on. Under £5 for pearls. I can remember the days, and sorry to repeat myself because I do say it an awful lot, but pearls would have been around £20 when we first, going back 3 years, before your time, Martha. We used to bring pearl strands at like sort of, let's say at best £15. But strands like this in those colours, this kind of shape, most certainly would have been sort of £20 plus. Martha is saying on where she used to work, her former employer, very close competitor, hundreds of pounds, she says to me, hundreds of pounds. They were finished necklaces, obviously, but hundreds of pounds. Well, you've got the skills. You've got the skills. You can do that. So there's nothing saying that these couldn't retail at hundreds of pounds, depending on where you sell them, obviously. Okay, well done. Lots to see. Lots to see. Is it time for the topaz? Okay, topaz is a naturally brilliant forming gemstone. It means that firstly, it loves to grow in big crystals, but it has got outstanding clarity. When you treat this gemstone with colour, and that might be through radiation, that might be through heat treatment, whatever it is, I'm not going to get too scientifical, irradiation in this case, and by the way, it is perfectly safe. The colours that they can absorb are just outstanding. Sky blue topaz, Swiss blue topaz, London blue topaz. Do you know the price increase of this gemstone? 800%. That's more than tanzanite. That's more than morganite, 800% over the past 5 years. Because Tiffany's & Co., Harrods, Chanel, Van Cleef & Arpels, all of the big designers are looking at sky blue, Swiss blue, London blue because of their very distinctive colour. There's not a gemstone that I can liken really to your sky blue topaz, maybe your Swiss blue, which is of course the same gemstone but a slightly softer tone, more of that summer's day blue I suppose, rather than that celeste blue. But look at the wonderful brilliance that you get of this gemstone. Now I was down in London, and this is going back about 6 months ago, might even be more than that now. And just out of curiosity, because I am a curious girl, I went into that very large establishment, you know, the one that lots of people go to in London, in Knightsbridge, where the royal family do actually do their shopping. And I just had a wander around, just out of curiosity, their jewellery department. I saw a sky blue topaz ring, £45,000. £45,000. Same gemstone. Listen, I'm not making a direct comparison. And yes, it was one individual carat weight, and it had SI graded diamonds. It was 18 carat gold. It was fabulous. £45,000. Now, what do you think you're paying for? The brand. You're paying for the brand. Look at the quality of those sky blues. They're stacked as well, so you've got a double strand effectively, haven't you? And beautifully briolette faceted. I'm thinking these with your buttery yellow gold findings would work wonderfully, wouldn't they? Just a few of those suspended, or maybe on a yellow gold bracelet. We've got a yellow gold toggle clasp, which will work wonderfully with these as well. It's the performance of light that you get from topaz, because it loves to show off its brilliance, and it can absorb all of those wonderful colours through the treatment of this gemstone. Last in stock opportunity, however, for all of you November babies, this month's birthstone was supposed to be at £57.95. That's an amazing deal for 92 carats, individually faceted sky blue topaz. That's an incredible deal. All the work that's gone into the actual cutting of these gemstones, supposed to be £57.95, today price reduction of £49.95. Don't forget, with this, I would absolutely recommend to download your certificate of authenticity. There it is. That's what you should keep hold of. And if you do commission your jewellery or sell your jewellery, then you can always duplicate this and pass it on with any of the purchases, because it tells you the country of origin, which in this case is Brazil. It tells you the treatment of the gemstone, which, as I mentioned, is irradiation. It tells you the shape and the faceting that you've got within. So it's a high-end strand. So yeah, I would, without shadow of a doubt, look at the certificate of authenticity, so that you can say this is what you are actually getting. It's a beautiful gemstone, and they can do their research. When topaz has become more and more, 800%, that's a massive price increase. I don't know if there's a single other gemstone that has increased to that degree. Once upon a time, we used to, and I am going back probably 5 years, even 10 years, when I was shopping on our sister channels, I used to sit at home and I used to buy, before I came to work for this company, topaz used to see quite readily and quite frequently. Those days are gone, because the prices have absolutely soared. So it's a very elusive gemstone now. To be able to get hold of all of those under £50, absolutely amazing, aren't they? It's all about the sparkle. Is it time for the toggle clasps? Now, these are my favourite, Martha. These are my favourite, because we bring you loads of toggle clasps, different toggle clasps. We've got copper ones, we've got the matrix ones. These are sterling silver. The finish on these is outstanding. The finish is just beautiful. I know when it comes to your clasp, there is such a difference between one and another. And it is all down to the finish, the attention to detail. Now, is this a giveaway? Martha's just saying, just to let you know, Elle, this is not profit. This is an absolute, this is a PR deal. Okay, let me explain why we're doing this. To thank you. Let me explain to thank our existing customers here at Jewellery Maker for your support, to hopefully welcome lots of jewellery makers to the hobby. Hopefully, effectively, this is a thank you and maybe a new customer deal, because we are not making a single penny. It's not about profits, is it? It is purely PR, basically, and that's fine. Most companies do that. They have what they call loss leaders. This will be one of those for us. Sterling silver with your buttery gold, with my favourite toggle clasp. And you are getting 3 in total. You can see they're stamped as well. Let's bring that price tag in. Wakey wakey, jewellery makers, £6.95. We should not be bringing you your genuine precious metal at anywhere near that price tag. Even one of those. Look at you all come in. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It's this. I don't know if that we could even commission these again at that price tag. No, Martha's saying. No, definitely not. Absolutely. That price tag, I think we are losing money. £6.95, well done to you, Catherine, Vivian, Lynn, Dave, well done to you, Candy, Olive, hello to you, Cumbria, Sussex, hello to you, Kyrene, hello to you, Helen Jean, hello to you, Margaret, hello to you, Denise. I'm not surprised that you're multi-buying. Ria, lovely to be with you. Somerset, well done to you, Cumbria, Isabel, Deborah, Catherine in Lancashire. I'm hoping we got quantity of these. Okay, we have got, or rather we had 400. Tons and tons and tons and tons of you are getting involved. If I just turn this toggle class round so you can actually see the stamp on the reverse. Have I got it on that? There it is. You can actually see the 925 stamp and the same on the actual toggle itself. I mean, this is precious metal. I don't know what you'd actually, I don't check daily, but I do keep up to speed on the prices of sterling silver and gold, but I'm wondering if you could even buy this at scrap weight for that price tag. I'm just curious. I can't say yes or no, but I'm wondering if you could, because there's 3 toggle class in this little dish that you're getting at £6.95. That's incredible. Margaret, Lynn, well done. Susan, Dave, congratulations. I'm going to have to move on from this. Stay on those phone lines because the quantity is flying. Don't abandon those calls, though, because you might be successful. OK, what's coming up next? Number 9. Number 9, number 9, number 9. Oh, I've not seen this in a while. This is very Martha. Do you know what I love, Martha? I'm gonna give you a little bit of I'm gonna fluff your feathers a little bit. Because don't you think, Martha, when she's on it and she does those beautiful, are they called victory rolls? Doesn't she look amazing? And she's also got a really wonderful wardrobe, all vintage. It's your passion. What fashion? Dresses, definitely. She's got a beautiful vintage wardrobe. You need these. You need these because these are quite, yeah, it's kind of great for Remembrance Sunday. You know, it is that sort of wartime fashion, 40s fashion, very Liberties. So I love that shop. Down in London, isn't it not one of the most beautiful shops? I like the way it's all higgledy-piggledy. Have you been to Liberties in London? Just Google it, Google it or whichever search engine. It's a beautiful building, black and white, but it's quite higgledy-piggledy. If you go inside, fabrics are all about colour, they're all about pattern. It's all very, very, very British, very, very, very British brand, but very, would you say boho maybe? I love it. Liberties is a beautiful brand, and by the way, quite pricey. You know, it is pricey. I don't think I've actually bought anything from there, but I always go in when I'm down in London. Their jewellery section is amazing. Anyway, by the by, you could create a Liberty-esque piece of jewellery at a fraction of the cost because it's all about those prints. These are fabulous, aren't they? Which one's your favourite, the pink or the orange? You say pink, I say orange. I like the orange. The orange, do you know what? I think that's quite 1970s. I can remember our coffee set used to be a bit like that. Our coffee mugs used to be a bit like that. I've still got those, by the way. Mum was like, I'm going to throw them out, Elle. Do you want them? Yeah, they're really cool. All your vintage cutlery and everything. I love it. But really striking and strong print. Now, let's bring that price tag in for you. The swinging 60s, we were talking about all sorts there. Conjure up various different decades. £6.95. I've not seen Shell in ages. We've got so much to bring you, so it's going to be quite fast and pacey. As soon as you see a bundle that you love, grab it, or a strand that you love, grab it, grab it, grab it. They are 20 millimetres, and of course printed on both sides if I just turn those over, so you could easily use these for earrings. But I love that colour, or those colours I should say. £3.50, Martha.
Wow.
£3.50. Like, this is my favourite. Look at that one, it's like a daffodil. Very Welsh, isn't it? That's Martha cool. Loves the pink. I'm loving the orange. What's your favourite, Helen?
Oh, got to be the orange for me.
Yeah, I love the orange
really,
as well.
Yeah, well, it's just goes through the ages, doesn't it?
It does.
All the way from 1940s upwards.
It
really.
does. All different decades, doesn't it? Yes, they are printed on both sides. Those of you that are asking, yes, both of them. On the reverse, the pink, I'm just literally flipping them around for you so you can actually see. And also the orange. So, yeah, perfect for your earrings. Hello to you, Alexandra, Anne, Cassandra, Ali. Hello to you, Jennifer, Fiona. I'm thinking, Hannah Osborne as well. She loves that kind of era. And I saw her dressed up. She loves her colour. She's not afraid of colour, which is fantastic. I saw her dressed up in sort of 1940s inspired clothing. Was it wiggle dresses and things like that? Very Nigella, isn't it? Nigella rocks a wiggle dress because she's curvy. She's curvy, isn't she? I like Nigella Lawson. I like Nigella. I like her as a person.
And me. I think, yeah. She's very sort of mumsy, but in a sexy way.
In a sexy way, yeah. See, mums are sexy.
Yeah,
mums absolutely are. These are going to sell out, and I've got so much more to see. Moving on. Box number 8. Okay, stocking up your stash. It's all about, it's winter months are coming. Those frosty mornings will soon be upon us. Well, this gemstone conjures up images of that. It is your moonstone. I can't even, here we go. I can't even begin. Look at this, 190 carats of beautiful rainbow moonstone. Not just moonstone, but rainbow moonstone. So all of those spectrums of colours, that is the perfect winter's morning. Only yesterday when I was joined, in fact you don't know this, but behind the scenes I was joined by the lovely Alison Tarry, and we were creating some Christmas jewellery. Let's just say these would be absolutely appropriate for that. Perfect for your Christmas jewellery. It might be coming out very, very soon, so grab this bundle. But when is moonstone not appropriate? What season is moonstone not appropriate for? Because I can't think of any. Stock up your stash. 3 times 190 carats. You can see the variation of sizes. That's 2x1 to 10x3 millimeters and almost a meter, as you can see, 82 centimeters on each of those strands. They're crisp. They're wonderfully frosty. You get the reflective properties that obviously we know of moonstone, the tiny, tiny inclusions of these gemstones playing with the light, trapping the light. Will these look fabulous with those clear quartz that we brought earlier on? Of course they will. Would they look fabulous with that sky blue topaz that I've just brought you? Absolutely, of course they will. Will they look amazing with, let me show you these. There isn't a gemstone that I can show you that they won't complement, because they really, really do. Let's bring that price tag in for you. $695. That's just shy of 600 carats of rainbow moonstone. All of the adolescence, beautiful linen crisp whites. Don't forget, you do get your free gifts as well if you spend £35 today, and that free gift is £9.95, and I am informed by Paula Bennett herself that the present is incredible, and we have got stocks left. Felicity, Julie, Dawn, Jennifer, Barbara, Ali, Lynn, Louise and Catherine. Hello to you, Pamela, Rita and Helen and Joe. Yeah, we haven't seen Paula Bennett on our screens for a while. She looked lovely yesterday, didn't she? She had that mustard dress on. I'm loving a bit of mustard. Wes is as well wearing a mustard hat today.
I like mustard.
I like mustard. It's a cool colour right now, isn't it? My bag is mustard, my handbag. And I got a mustard beanie. Anyway, moving on. Stay on those phone line. $6.95. Hang on a second. Martha, that's £2.30 per strand.
Oh gosh.
Number 6. Should we bring you some gorgeous strands alongside? Same again, different gemstone. Similarities in terms of how they perform. But this time this is your sunstone. I love sunstone for all its glittery appearances. It's like it's got a dusting of gold leaf internally. Totally and utterly natural. I think that's fascinating when we're talking about sunstone, because it looks like it has been kind of impregnated with a colour. It looks like it has got like almost a mystic coating across the gemstone. This will work wonderfully with the bundle that you've just seen. It is your triple trouble. Trouble? Is it a trouble though? I don't think it's trouble. I think this is a privilege. Triple privilege. Triple privilege. In total, you have got, let me see, 290, 390, 390, 435 carats. You've got intense reds. It's a wonderful cinnamon gemstones. Work beautifully with your hessonite garnets or your rhodolite garnets. Looks incredible next to your opals because again it's all about a performance of colour and the adolescence which comes from the internal makeup of this gemstone. Big deals, and stock up your stash before Christmas. We recognise lots and lots and lots of you will be busy making over the next few weeks. All 3 strands, $8.95. For your gorgeous sunstone. Let's hold this up to the neckline so you can see. I think I need to pattern this, but really I can't pattern it because I stole it off Mark Smith. It was Mark Smith that inspired me to. Every time I see a bundle like this, I always do this. I mean, how easy would this be? All year round. With your winter pulleys, with your maxi dress in the summer,
wow.
Even with bikinis on the beach for those of you that are brave enough to show off your bods in the sunshine. No, I'm not one of those either, but I love a swimsuit with jewellery, I do, but I never do it. I never ever do it. Just because I think, I don't know, I'm a bit lazy like that, I suppose. When I'm by the pool, I'm vegging. $8.95 only. Hello to you, Sharon, Emma, Tracy, multi-buying, Emma multi-buying, Tracy, Joanne, Lynn, Julian, Leicestershire, you're there. We're about to bring you some findings which will go beautifully with this. Absolutely amazing with this. And it is your 925 rose gold. Oh, it's my favourite, it's my favourite. Do you know why this one is my favourite of all the findings kits? Because of that one toggle clasp. Let me show you that toggle clasp. It's like a swan. I've talked about it before, haven't I? There's 45 pieces, genuine 925 sterling silver, and this is my absolute favourite clasp that we have here at Jewellery Maker. The quality is just amazing. I mean, look at that elegance. If you're going with the blue diamonds, you're going with the Songea, if you're going with the Tahitian pearls, I think you need findings of this calibre and this grade. Rose gold with that wonderful blush tone coming from the copper that is mixed in effectively with your precious gold. Gives that wonderful fusion which is so complementary of all different skin tones. But look at the curves. It does look like a swan, doesn't it? You can see its sort of breast just there standing proud and the actual feathers tailing out at the back. It's not just this clasp though. You're also getting a length of your sterling silver rose gold chain, which I'll pop across the hand. You've got one of your lobster claws, you've got your head pins. So if I pop those in the hand, head pins, you've got your shepherd hooks, gorgeous shepherd hooks, crimp beads, you've got your jump rings and also your crimp covers. So much, 45 pieces in total that you're getting within this findings pack. It's my favourite just because I think it's the most luxurious. The chain itself is 8 inches, by the way, which is a pretty standard bracelet chain, or maybe if you multi-bought then you could have either side of a necklace. For genuine 925 sterling silver with your rose gold overlay, £14.95. Can I just point out that this, in your average jewellers, your high street jewellers, if you're wanting to change maybe a standard bolt ring to something a little bit more pretty, basically a little bit more elegant, you would most definitely pay that and then some for this clasp alone, and I would definitely say probably and then some. Now we've got countless FIFO reviews. Fabulous, Denise says about this findings pack. I totally agree. It is fabulous. It's my favourite of all the findings packs, just because it's got that quality. Do you agree with me, Helen?
Oh, definitely. Absolutely stunning, the quality on it, and it would look amazing with any piece of jewellery or gemstone that you put with it. It'll really bring it to life.
Do you think people, because you've got, like, say, with your business, when people look at jewellery, I personally look at the clasps and the finish. Do you find that as well?
Definitely. They don't usually look at the individual piece. They look at the whole thing. But obviously having that on there will make the quality look better on your whole piece of jewellery. And that's what they're looking is at the quality, overall quality is good for the money that you want. And with something like that, you could ask for 3 figures. By using that.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. It's like your high-end pearls that we have available, certainly your Songear that's coming up later on, and your blue diamonds. Miss Janet in East Sussex is saying the S-Class looks like a cat to me. Great show, gang. Yes. A cat's tail. Is that the tail at the back there?
Yes, and that's
there's
the head.
I love that. Yeah, because do you know what that reminds me of? Cats the musical then. Have you ever seen Cats the musical? They do move like that, and you can see them like... They do this, don't they, behind their ears? They emulate the movement of cats. Just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Nicole Scherzinger is actually in Cats at the moment, I think. Yeah, I love that. I see a swan, you see a cat. What do you see, Helen?
Well, I can see both now. I'm looking at it. 1 minute it's a swan, and the next minute it's the cat. Good knows where it's going to be next.
It's beautiful, isn't it? But look how
so
lustrous that is. Wonderfully reflective. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Just to give you a little bit of a 10-minute warning, by the way, we've got your Tahitian pearls coming up very, very, very soon. I don't want you to miss out because we've got the biggest quantity that we've ever had. They're also one of the biggest sizes, 12.25 millimetre, and you are getting 3. Don't be just thinking that okay, well, what do I do with them? Is it just earrings, pure and simply? No, you can create so much with them. They're half drilled, very easy to attach to a pendant. But if you were to have them valued, in fact, 10 minutes you've got to do your price comparisons. Find out how much one Tahitian pearl of 12.25 millimetre size can command. Okay, moving on to in number oh, here we go. They've brought them forward. There we go. 3 pairs of sterling silver. I've only got 1 here, but let me just pop these. You know you got them times 3. And they are your trilliant cuts and your gemstones to go in. That's it. You don't need anything else. You don't need anything else. Now, I'll hold these in the hand. You can see they're sterling silver. Nice. Turn these around. There are 3 of these mounts, by the way, so not just the one. And all your gorgeous gemstones. Look at that colour. Best set, wonderful, and they really are. The one in the middle is your serenite. You've got American Fire, Opal, and extraordinary citrine. Many believe, myth and legends actually tell us that with your citrine, if you've got one example, one piece in your jewellery collection which displays similarities to liquid gold, the myth and legend, if you believe in all of that sentiment, tells you that you will be brought prosperity and wealth, and you can understand those connotations. Look at the quality of those citrine, and I'm just zooming in, homing in on that one example. If we move up to the serenite, of course, a gemstone which is exclusive to us here at the Genuine Gemstone Company. We actually own the mine. It is in Oregon, totally and utterly natural. This is a type of feldspar, but originally when it was tested, it really split gemologists and laboratorists the world over. Some people were coming back as a type of diamond, which it was previously mined as a plush diamond by Tiffany's & Co. Some people came back as a feldspar because it's very different. It's got tiny, tiny, tiny copper platelets internally, which aren't visible with the naked eye. So similarities again to a Paraiba tourmaline. So it brings you like a tiny, tiny galaxy. Interestingly, we launched serenite as a gemstone. If you've never heard of serenite previously before, it is exclusive to us. Go on to our Learning Live on Gemporium. There's lots and lots of information. We are partners in that mine. So you are buying literally direct right now. This gemstone was launched the same year that the Laniakea was discovered. Now, if you've not heard of the Laniakea, it's basically a cluster of galaxies that we established. We are basically literally a pinprick, I suppose, into what is actually out there, the Laniakea. And I thought straight away, Laniakea, okay, so that's lots and lots and lots of galaxies, loads and loads and loads of stars and loads and loads and loads of planets. And that describes basically this gemstones, because it has got Seren. Seren translates in Welsh to star, hence one of the part of the reasoning of the name. Serene as well, tranquil, beautifully glistening, and natural gemstones. So they're amazing. To get 2 of those, and I'm forgetting that you're also getting the sterling silver pair of earrings ×3, and of course your American fire opal. I mean, this is one for all of those of you that are absolutely passionate about Jewellery Maker, passionate about the Genuine Gemstone Company and all of the good that it gives back, not just to the locations, the communities, the individuals, the projects, the charities that we have the world over. This is a great purchase to make, not just because it's gorgeous jewellery, but because American Fire Opal, Oregon, launched in 2014 in October. Serenite, you want the citrine out? Serenite launched in 2014 as well. Look at the quality of the citrine as well. Now, I know why Martha's asking me about these, because she loves citrine. And how easy would it be to set them into this setting?
Stunning.
Shall I take them out of the box themselves? I'll do my very best. Here we go.
I'll be ready to catch.
There we go. There we go. Look at the quality. Yeah, be at the ready, Helen. Look at that quality. Just amazing. So easily to make 3 pairs of earrings. You've got the sterling silver, you've got the setting, the faceted gemstones. How much would 1 pair of stud earrings cost you in a jewellery establishment? Just think of it that way, of this quality and this carat weight, and the carat weights are, let me see, the citrine is 1.55, so well over 3/4 carat in each ear. The fire opal is 1.23, the serenite is 1.5 on the nose, so very, very, very exciting. All of that precious metal and sterling silver. Are you going to do an on the nose price point? I'm thinking gifts straight away. How many Christmas gifts could you cover with this one amazing bundle? And to say that you've hand set them yourself on the nose, £45, that's £15 a pair. Now, combined price, what they should be, with your settings as well. You do get your settings, so it's very easy to do that. You can see they are 925 sterling silver stamped, 925 stamped rather. Very easy to actually finish these off and gift them. Beautiful, aren't they? And you've got the box, and you can educate people about serenite. So serenite, this wonderful gemstone, previously mined by Tiffany's & Co. As the plush diamond, or even, I don't like this name, the immature diamond. This wonderful gemstone is totally and utterly natural, and it's a champagne hue. It's just beautiful. Okay, so Martha, I've humoured you with your. I say I've humoured you. I enjoy it as well, but I want to bring out the serenite. Can you afford champagne diamond earrings? If you can, fantastic. Treat yourself to champagne diamond earrings. I can't. I'm not too proud to say that. This is a gemstone which is so, so closely compared to the perfect champagne diamond. And it is totally and utterly natural. Look at those. Tiny copper platelets, similar to your Paraiba tourmaline, give it that wonderful sparkle. And also, if you dim the lights here in the studio, they will, a bit like your kunzite, they will glow. They absolutely glow. It's very much an evening gemstone. Beautiful. And don't forget, how easy could they be to set into your 925 sterling silver butterfly clasp. They're amazing. These are finished pieces of jewellery, really, aren't they? Or give them as they are. Just stunning. And last but by no means least, just quickly show you the fire opal, because I don't want them to feel left out. This is a natural gemstone. Fire opal, it's not, it's various different colours, whichever is your preference, obviously. This is the strawberry colour, so I love these. This is the strawberry colour. Look at that. They're amazing, aren't they? Oh. I want to buy this. I want to buy this bundle. Martha's saying, you know what, maybe one for you, one for future mother-in-law and one for your mum. To be honest, I think I'd be a bit selfish. Oh no, I wouldn't. I'd share. I'd share. Which one would you choose? Which one would you keep? Which one would you keep? I don't know. That's a hard one, that is. Rocking a hard place, that. Okay, stay where you are on those phone lines. Lots of you getting those. Fabulous. Number 4. Oh, is it a bundle? And your stars? Don't forget the stars, Martha. Look at the stars as well. They're gorgeous, aren't they? These are a bit playful. Perfect for your wish bracelets. Beautiful bundle. It's ticking both boxes. Ticking both boxes. You've got your natural hematite plain hearts, 8mm, 360 degrees. I think every jewellery maker loves a heart, don't they?
Oh yes, and they're such big sellers.
They really are.
Everybody loves a heart.
Are you talking to your customers as well?
Yeah.
Your customers love. Yeah. What about the stars?
Yeah, yeah, all of them. The stars and the hearts, anything like that is going to go. It's just going to fly.
Instantaneous.
Yeah,
absolutely. Because we're all big softies, I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon we are all big softies, and we do soften when we see something like this. Because I think the stars are quite wishful, quite dreamy. And your hearts are very
and they go across the ages. You know,
do.
From the children all the way up to adults, even grandparents. We all love the sparkles and the lovely shapes. So no, they definitely are big sellers.
And I don't think, Helen, there's a season that these wouldn't be appropriate, because they're perfect for Christmas, granted, obviously, because they're sparkly and they're lovely and they're sentimental, but they're great for spring, summer, autumn.
Yeah.
Do you agree? There's not a season where...
And every birthday you do a wish bracelet or friendship bracelets. They're perfect.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want to see.
Wish bracelets now, that's something which is really trendy with the youngsters right now, especially when we're thinking, okay, you're going to be breaking up for Christmas soon enough. Maybe your youngsters, if you've got children in your family, or maybe grandchildren, either or nieces or nephews, whichever, could be creating pieces of jewellery to gift.
Yeah.
And they're genuine gemstones.
But the hearts I've actually worked with, is on this necklace, is the flower. So each heart is a petal. And actually, I was going to enamel it red.
It is on your necklace.
And I was going to enamel it red for a poppy as well. It's stunning to use the hearts as flowers.
I didn't realise they were on your necklace. Yeah, this very strand, so beautiful, drilled through the centre, and the same with your stars. Absolutely amazing. This metallic magic. Yeah, it is magical. It's a magical kit, a bundle, isn't it?
It is.
Love it. 8mm for your hearts and 7mm for your stars. You've got that wonderful electric blue. We're going to go down to a single figure price tag. Grab it whilst you can. There's loads of you with us, all very excited about your Tahitian pearls, which are coming up literally in a few minutes' time, so don't go anywhere. Add this to your order, and why wouldn't you, at the price that we are going to bring it to you this morning. It's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer.
Oh.
The work that goes into your puffy hearts, the work that goes into faceting the stars in particular, because you've got so many angles and really sharp angles, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different designs you could do with those. They sit so well even in the strand that you have there. Yeah. They really sort of lock together, which is really nice. But you imagine how many, so even if you just want to do stacker bracelets, or if you wanted to do just a chain with a couple on dangling from sort of a tassel,
that would be lovely.
They'd look really lovely.
Just one of those, maybe as your trademark, I suppose.
Yes, you could do that at the back, yes, or incorporate it in your design.
Do you know, Roberto Coin do that? Well, do you know, all brands do it. Tiffany's do it.
Yeah.
Chanel certainly does it with their C's. But Roberto Coin springs to mind because they use a specific gemstone as their branding, and it's not necessarily Roberto Coin written across the brand. It's just a single ruby. Beautiful. I think really classy as well. well. They're not trying to overstate it. Really, really classy. So we could do something similar. Just use your brand. Well done. $7.95. Lots and lots and lots of you are getting involved. Philip, Beverly, Jennifer, Rita, Somerset, Roseanne, Valentina. Love that name. Yeah. Stay on those phone lines. Beautiful. And I know you'll love that bundle too. Is it time, Martha? This morning has been building up to be honest, this amazing, amazing opportunity. If you're lucky enough to already be enjoying your Tahitian pearls, I bet you still haven't peeled yourself down from that ceiling, because I know the moment I bought mine, it, without shadow of a doubt, became, it was a memorable experience for me. Tahitian pearls from the French Polynesia. Why? Let's ask the question. Why is a Tahitian pearl more expensive than your standard cultured pearls? Standard, no pearl is standard if it's cultivated, but you know what I mean. Why does this gemstone reach the dizzy heights of budgets? Well, this wonderful gemstone coming from that locality is particularly sensitive, and there is so much that goes into forming this wonderful gemstone, and it is very much a lottery. It simply had to be my presenter's pick. So the French Polynesia location in the South Pacific forms this wonderful gemstone, and it is of course cultivated and an organic gem, which means that it is formed by a living organism. Exceedingly rare to get any pearl in a double figure size, because essentially it is formed within a mollusk. Let's talk about how this gemstone actually appears, because it's highly unusual to find pearls just randomly, sort of if you're walking across a sandy beach, like so the stories tell us to. Very, very, very unusual. So they are cultivated. Now, a Tahitian pearl is grown within the black oyster. The internal shell of a black oyster has got similar sort of colourings and tones that this wonderful gemstone has got. It is firstly matured for a good 2 years. It has to grow to be able to support that cultivation process, that reproduction process essentially. And it grows up to, this is staggering, over 1 foot in length. So the oyster itself is substantial, it's big. But then when you think about a 12mm pearl, then it starts thinking, okay, well, I understand. A tiny, tiny, tiny mother of pearl bead is injected into the mollusk, and it has to be, it's not as simple as just injecting it in. It's a very sensitive creature, more so than many other mollusks out there. So that actual cultivating process and inserting of that bead alone is absolutely crucial. Astonishingly, that the actual cultivating process, even after injecting that tiny, tiny bead, after the maturing of those oysters, a percentage of just 30% oysters will actually produce a pearl. So the entirety from start, the maturing of the oyster alone, the process of farming, emulating the actual the waves, the ocean waves, the injecting, the cultivating of the mother of pearl bead into the pearl itself, and then the percentage that actually less than 30% of your black oysters will actually produce a Tahitian pearl at the end of it. And then once it does start to form, you have to wait for the pearl to develop, to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Perhaps now then we understand why Tahitian pearls are some of the most valuable in the world, can and do fetch 4-figure, 5-figure price tags. Many of our jewellery makers who got involved on previous opportunities of Tahitian pearls, we only launched it this week, they were sellouts, have done price comparisons already. Lots of you are messaging me directly. I've got a lot of interaction with our jewellery makers who are saying, Eleanor, I'm seeing $500 500, 600, 700, thousands, five-figure price tags of Tahitian pearls of this size, of this quality, and I'm absolutely, absolutely delighted. To those of you already, from the very bottom of my heart, congratulations who have already been successful. These are brand new, 12.25 millimeter. This is a gemstone which, without shadow of a doubt, the queen of pearls and the pearl of queens, quite literally. The quality of these pearls are absolutely astounding. You are getting all three perfectly spherical. That's what you're looking for. Perfectly spherical, wonderful nacre surface, as you can see, smoothness of the nacre surface, beautiful, beautiful luster. You can see how reflective they are across the surface, reflective, the actual studio lighting. And a totally and utterly natural pearl. These are not dyed, these are not bleached. That unique colouring, which is quite aubergine, quite an inky, steely colour, that's what we absolutely love. Myth and legend believes that as the moon reflects across the ocean in the French Polynesia, it attracts the oysters to the light, and that's where you see this gorgeous, gorgeous colour. I love that, don't you? Other myths and legends believe that this is illuminating the vault of heaven with their light. Just gorgeous, and they do illuminate, don't they? Please do your price comparisons. Use your 30-day money-back guarantee. I never thought that I would own a Tahitian pearl. I used to sell Tahitian pearls when I, in the first jewellery establishment that I worked at, had some very, very, very high-end Tahitian pearls, but they were all 5 figures, so I didn't even entertain the idea. These are half drilled. Martha is saying, I'm looking at one. What size is that? Because that's a really good price. Really? That's the most affordable that someone's found. Martha's just, I'll share that with you. One pearl, 12 millimeter, she's saying, on a website, 209. Okay. The market price is how much? 103 now. Yeah, I was going to say that's actually very affordable. Is that from a wholesaler's? I'm asking Martha now. Yeah, it's a wholesaler's. That's a wholesale price. So not everybody will be able to buy it for that price tag. Absolutely fascinating. Please do the maths, divide it by 3, because you are getting all 3 of these. Do your research. I mean, I'm thinking straight away pair of earrings and matching pendant. I own one Tahitian pearl, and I benefit from staff costs. Obviously, there are lots of perks to working for this this business. And one of those is the fact that I was able to afford a Tahitian pearl. For one, it's nowhere near 12 millimeters. I think it's actually under 10. My Tahitian pearl. I still paid 3 figures for it, and that's at staff cost for one single opportunity. So it's the first time in 5 years that Tahitian pearls have ever been featured on Jewellery Maker, and every time, and I've done it I've been lucky enough to bring it to you on a couple of occasions now, but they've all been less than 50 in terms of quantity, haven't they, Martha? I've got 100 today. I've got 100 opportunities. Now, living your legacy, pieces of jewellery, gemstones that we can hand on to future generations. Think about daughters if you have them, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, that will be ever so grateful that you got involved in this opportunity. Think of the memories that we create, and imagine how many people, perhaps subconsciously, will recognise that you are wearing a Tahitian pearl. They might not mention the fact, but it'll be registered. How can you not register Tahitian pearls? That exquisite, unique tone. Can you see that slightly aubergine, purpley hue coming through across the reflective colour of this wonderful gem, or these wonderful gems, because I should say there are 3 of these in total. There's no denying the shape is absolutely everything that a pearl aspires to be. Hopefully now we all understand why this gemstone commands price points which are justifiably 4 figures and then some. It is essentially a big lottery in cultivating your Tahitian pearls, because they're such a sensitive creature, but that work, that dedication that goes into this gemstone, fingers crossed, hopefully being formed within a mollusk, does pay off when you see examples like this. Living your legacy, that's what what we say here at the Genuine Gemstone Company. A Tahitian pearl is doing exactly that. This morning we have 100 opportunities, and we are taking it incredibly, some of the biggest sizes that we've had, 12.25 millimetre. Very few retailers will be able to bring it to you at that size, and we are going under £130. That's what, £44 each? £43 each for a Tahitian pearl of 12.25 millimetres. Please download those certificates. Use that 30-day money-back guarantee. Get it home. I'm thinking this is one of the most elaborate and most considered Christmas presents that you could ever give. If you have got, if you've got any loved ones like your mum, your sister, any June babies out there, by the way, this is their birthstone. Let me just grab one of these and hold it up to the neckline for you because it's substantial. How wonderful would it be to have one of these pearls at £43? I mean, that's a price tag. Certainly I would, and it's all relative, but I would certainly spend that on my mum. A Tahitian pearl like this on some precious metal, maybe even invest in a gold bail. Imagine are you getting married this year, then these would be amazing as bridesmaids gifts, wouldn't they? Pearls do actually have sort of a marriage connection, so beautifully graceful and romantic, but this is the pearl of queens and the queen of pearls. I'm going to hold this up to the ear as best I possibly can, and I'll hold it in my nails rather than in the tweezers, just in case. I don't want to drop it, basically. We are talking about one of the world's most desired gemstones. Look at that. Look how beautiful it is. I wouldn't take them off. Helen, do you own a Tahitian pearl?
Oh no, but I wish I did. They are just amazing.
Stop permitting, darling.
It's the first time I've seen them, you know, in real life, as it were.
Do you want to come over and have a little look?
Can I?
Come over, my lovely. Just because I know this is a privilege for us as well, isn't it? Come over. I mean,
But they're so big as well. I didn't realise the size on them. They were going to be as big as that.
12.2. That's rare, mind.
Of
course you can, my darling. Yeah. 12.25 millimetre. It is rare to have a double-figure price tag.
Wow,
I know it's a privilege for us right now, isn't it? I always think a gemstone to this calibre, it's an honour to be in the presence of. London, Stella, Veronica, Sue, Margaret, Suffolk, Penny, Candy, hello to you, West Midlands, new buyers, Essex, you're there as well. There's so many names I can't keep up. That's £43 per Tahitian pearl. I mean, what would you do with those? Well, you'd keep one for yourself, obviously.
Definitely. I do like I do like the idea of what you said, of putting them in a pendant, maybe having the earrings. But you could even use it as a ring. I mean, if
solitaire ring.
They've got a nice little drill hole in there, so you could put let's have a little look. I think it's a 0.8. You might get in there 0.6. So you could actually make your own little post, and there wouldn't be a problem with that, in sterling silver. And there's plenty of people out there using the silver clay as well.
Do you know what I'm actually wondering? Because it is a Tahitian pearl, I'm actually wondering, can you buy gold wire?
Yes.
You can?
Yeah.
Because I actually think it's Tahitian pearl, it could command gold.
Yeah,
really.
Definitely.
Rose gold findings from earlier on. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Treat yourself, my darling. Treat yourself.
Well, okay, thank you.
There we go. She's off with those. She's off. Yeah, rose gold findings that we had earlier on. If you are a very accomplished wire worker, then why not actually treat yourself to some gold wire itself and create your own piece of jewellery. I'm not that accomplished, so I know what I would do with them. Straight away, I'd walk them into my local jeweller who is amazing at creating pieces around loose gemstones, so I would have them a suite commissioned either for my mum or for myself, basically. Donna, well done. London, well done. Essex, well done. Stella, congratulations. I can't keep up with all of the names. There's tons of you there. I'm holding one as if you're only getting the one, but the reality is this comes from a mollusk which is over a foot long in diameter. A foot.
God, wow.
That's a, you know, and it's grown and been matured for 2 years before the whole cultivating process even starts. And then, of course, that depends on the water temperature, how big the pearl actually grows and forms progressively, because it's a tiny, tiny, tiny bead. So if you were, gosh, heaven forbid, to slice one of these pearls in half, it would be pearl throughout the entirety of it as well. There's not a gap in the middle. £129.95. Well done to every single one of you. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So much to bring you this morning, including your Songia Sapphire, your blue diamonds to bring you. I've got a metre of sterling silver chain coming up, which isn't even in the building yet. It's not even in the building. We've got kits coming up next, which are just beautiful, beautiful colours. It's like a oceanic mermaid green, which I know you'll love. Beautiful Ethiopian opal. So much more to see. Now's the time for you to go and make yourself a brew. I'll just have a little cough. Make yourself a brew. Make sure you're back after this.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from Jewellery Maker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the Jewellery Maker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on Jewellery Maker. Simply search Jewellery Maker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at Jewellery Maker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on Jewellery Maker.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we like to treat our customers. So to celebrate the fast approaching festive period, we'd like to give you a gift. From this Friday and right across the weekend, if you place an order over the value of £35, we'll send you a free gift. Get into the spirit and join us to kick off the Christmas celebrations.
Join us this December at our Gemporia Christmas Ball. Meet your favourite faces from across the channels and enjoy an evening of festive fun as we head back to Warwickshire to the beautiful Wroxall Abbey. Tickets are more limited than last year, but priced at £89 per person, they're already selling out fast. The evening includes a welcome drink, 3-course meal and a chance to dance, as the lounge's very own Drew Nichols will again be singing with his band Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast. With auction prizes to bid on and raffle prizes to be won, the evening will be raising money for the Colourful Life Foundation. So don't delay, book your tickets today on 0333 400 0011. See you at Christmas.
Welcome back and a very good morning to every single one of you. It's the weekend. Is it still chucking it down outside? Is it horrible? Is it howling a gale? Well, stay indoors. We've just brought you Tahitian pearls for less than £130 for three 12.25mm individual beautiful examples. Well done from the very bottom of my heart. Now, there's so much more to see, including your Songia Sapphire, a totally depleted mine that we can't go to anymore in source, which is a crying shame because the quality that was coming out of that location is just unbelievable. Certainly one of some of the finest in the world, without doubt. We've also got, first time ever, your blue diamonds. Now, there are only 10 opportunities in the world, guaranteed under 200. That's coming up at 11:30. Is that what we said? Yeah, 11:30 for your blue diamond. So that's, if you're really interested in that strand, don't go anywhere. But so much more to see before that. Now, one of your most popular tools. This is from Beadalon. And when you look at this product, you think, what on earth is that? Those of you that are new to jewellery making, you think, what on earth does that do? Well, it straightens your wire. You basically run it through, and I've got a studio sample here. It's quite a tactile product as well, so it bends round, etc. You feed your wire, or you wrap this around your wire, like so. So you pop your wire in the centre there, stretches out, wrap it round, pull it through, and it's straight again, instantaneously. Even I know how to use this tool, this product, because it is dead easy.
Oh, it is. It's so easy to get all those bends out of your wires before you start wire hemoing, or even when you're doing your wire weaving, you always get a little kink in there somewhere. And it also means you can use all your wires, so you haven't got to cut any off.
Absolutely.
Which is very important.
Very economical. And yeah, I was actually doing a bit of wire working yesterday, and yeah, it literally, you're wasting it if you're kinking it and you haven't got this tool. One of your favourite products, absolutely, that we bring you and have been bringing you for many years now here at Jewellery Maker. This is a studio sample. This is obviously how it comes. Instantaneously, we've got Davinia there in Sussex, Chris and Lucy. Let's bring that price tag in for you, £8.95 only. So fabulous, absolutely fabulous product. And it does, like, it's economical. It's going to make your wire go that little bit longer, that little bit further as well, aren't you? Sorry, what was that, Martha? Okay, this is we've been told that this, whilst it always flies out, it's not something we always have available on our website. Currently, we have got a shipment of this, so there's quantity of these. Be thinking about those jewellery makers out there, maybe in your groups. If you go to a beading group or a jewellery making group, think of beginners. Within jewellery making, somebody that's starting their hobby. Great stocking filler for them at a small price point. I mean, that's a Secret Santa price point, isn't it? And one which they will absolutely thank their lucky stars that you did treat them to.
Oh, definitely.
£8.95. I suppose you do a lot of wire work, Helen, so this is a must-have purchase.
Yeah, for two reasons really. One obviously is to strip my wires, but also I get a lot of, as most wire people do, you get quite a bit of a pain in there, and I use that as a massager. So when I'm working the wire on it, I actually rub it against the palm of my hand and use it like a massager. It's fantastic. Have a little go. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I bet that yeah, I can see that.
It just rolls along there, and so you're using it with your wires, you're doing your weaving, and then just pop it on the palm of your hand. Honestly, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, how much would you pay for sort of your palm massager? Yeah. You know, it'd be quite a lot, wouldn't it? This actually has got two functions on that basis. Yeah, wonderful. Hello to you, Pam, Julie, Sheila, Ali. Hello to you, Maureen and Tony, Christine. Hello to you, Sally. Hello to you, Angela. Lots of Angelas and Sallys with me this morning, and Pamela's. Hello, Elizabeth, June, Teresa, Muriel. Hello to you, West Midlands, Julian in Inverclyde, Lucy in Somerset. Lots of telephone bidders on the phone lines as well. I mean, yeah, this is great for anybody that you know does wire working and you just want to give a little token present, because to me, I don't get me wrong, I love sort of your soaps and things like that as Christmas, but I've got lots of soap.
Yeah, and
I'd like a present which actually has got a function and I know I'm going to use. Sometimes we give presents, and I'm guilty of this as well. We give presents, and I'm always grateful of presents, but you think, are they going to thank me for that? Or is it going to be something that's going to end up in the bottom of the drawer? This wouldn't.
Oh, I wouldn't. And what a great stocking filler. You know, at that price, you can afford to get them as stocking fillers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant.
Well done to each and every single one of you. Maureen, Jennifer. Stay on those phone lines. Stirlingshire, you're with me. Catherine in Kent. Don't forget, it is the launch of Christmas here at Jewellery Maker. If you spend £35 in one day, you will get your free gift of £9.95. And we've got plenty of stock, so don't worry. Lots and lots and lots of you will be getting a free bonus gift. Paula came into the studios yesterday morning and was like, yes. And that's every day, by the way. So if you shop every single day, spend over £35, you'll get a £9.95 gift each day until stocks last. Last of stock, box number 7. Oh, now I love this strand. Did I launch this, Martha? I think I did. The quality is outstanding. Morganite, a gemstone that is relatively new to the gemstone world. It was discovered in the early 1900s in California. This beautiful gemstone to me epitomizes femininity in class. It is the Grace Kelly of gemstone. It's a princess gemstone. We spoke about this before, didn't we, Martha? That wonderful peachy stroke, pink hue, is why all of the big establishments, the big jewellers are absolutely head over heels in love with it, and why you and I are also. It is a wonderfully feminine gemstone. But here's a little known fact for you, giving you a bit of inside information. Our gem buyers, our gem hunters for our sister channels have not bought a single parcel of morganite in 4 years. Unless that's changed over the past a month or so that I've been here at Jewellery Maker, 4 years was the last purchase of morganite that they made. That, yeah, they're bringing it to air. Yes, I'm not denying that you can buy morganite from our sister channels, but that would be from an existing parcel. Why am I telling you that? Why is that important to you and I? Because the price, the availability has absolutely skyrocketed, and this is everything that we look for. The definition of colour, the wonderful eye clean clarity, the quality of the cut, and obviously the carat weight. This is last in stock. This is the very definition of elegance. You can see that richness of pink and hue. It is some of the finest morganite that I've ever seen here at Jewellery Maker. Yeah, we bring you morganite and maybe on some of the mixed beryl strands, and there's various different grades, aren't there? And what I'm talking about is, if you love your morganite to have that opaque beauty where it looks kind of like there's silks running through, wonderful, wonderful, and I embrace that as well. I love morganite as an opaque gemstone, but maybe you are one for your sparkle and your brilliance and your luster, then this is the strand for you, because there's amazing clarity in every single one of them, and look how continued that colour is, absolutely fluidly throughout the entirety of the strand. Last in stock opportunity, however, 58 carats of this wonderful gemstone, and we're going to bring it to you at the launch price of just £79.95. Yes, I understand that this is a more considered price point, but what you are getting is an altogether more considered strand. We're talking creme de la creme, high end. This has got to be one of the most prestigious morganite strands that we have, that we've brought you. And I'm sure you agree with me there. I mean, we're under magnification, you can really scrutinize because of the size of the gemstones, the size of the rondelles. It allows you an ability to visually actually, yeah, get into the heart of the gemstone, I suppose. And there's no black marks, there's no feathering, there's no clouding whatsoever. It's all about that light performance. Last in stock opportunity, £79.95. Congratulations to every single one of you. 0800 644 655. Congratulations. Moving on to number four. Here we go. I'm struggling to hear our Martha today. Okay, amethyst briolets. These are dramatic briolets, though. When we think of a briolet, we think of sort of a teardrop, don't we? These are a cross between a teardrop and a marquise. Do you understand what that combination? So it's not circular at the bottom, it's more of a marquise shape. Marquise is actually one of the most wasteful. Briolet is one of the most complex. So we're teaming one of the most wasteful cuts with one of the most complex. These are natural amethysts, so of course they're going to use some of the finest if they are contemplating fasting every single one of these. This is beautiful. This is so elegant. This is one of my favourite strands of the entire show, along with your Songia and your blue sapphire and your Tahitian pearls. That's amazing, isn't it? Just the rarity and the difference with these cuts. A marquise, because of the angles, so these angles here and these angles there, waste a huge amount of the gemstone, and also many lapidists will shy away from it because it is very difficult. Then a briolet, because you've got all of those different facets and angles all the way around, it's quite literally 360 degrees. This is incredible, isn't it, Helen?
Stunning. It's absolutely stunning. And I'm looking at it and so many designs are coming to mind, such as peacock and the Bollywood theme and the vintage theme. It lends itself to so much, especially alongside that morganite that we had. Absolutely. Those together would look absolutely stunning. You could wear something for the ball. the ball that's coming
Yeah,
up.
absolutely, the winter ball.
Oh, it
and
is
very few
amazing.
jewellery establishments out there will be able to bring that shape. I mean, yes, a marquee shape. I was actually, when I was over in Dublin a few weekends ago, I was looking in a very, very, very high-end jewellery window. I didn't go in, I was just looking in the window, and there was a marquise cut diamond, and it was 5 figures. I was like, oh my gosh, look, wow, look at that, it's so beautiful. And it was a top quality diamond. But the rarity of that shape, because it is such a costly shape, but this is actually the most wasteful, but also the most complex, because it's 360 degrees. Can you see those facets all the way around? I mean, to me, they're displays of waterfall earrings.
Oh yes, I've never actually seen this cut before.
No.
I've got to say I'm really impressed. It lends itself to so many really luxury designs, very opulent looking.
Absolutely, loads of you there. Congratulations to each and every single one of you. Totally and utterly natural amethyst should be £27.95. Let's give you a reduction this morning. We're launching Christmas today. Postage and packaging back in your pocket. Bear in mind that these are all individual pendants and solitaires. I wouldn't think that you need to incorporate any more than one. It's your prerogative, but I think they make such a statement in their own individuality. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 solitaires. Hello to you, Lanarkshire, Mary, Claire, Beverly. Congratulations to you. You're with me. Sorry's on those phone lines. Check out as soon as you possibly can. 20, that's just over. Wait. Martha, there's 20 on this strand. That's just over £1 each. For a natural amethyst, in this cut, just over £1 each. That doesn't commute.
Amazing.
Is that the word to use? Compute. I said commute.
Oh, that'll do, Eleanor.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just having a moment. It doesn't connect. There we go. Let's use that. Loads of you there. Hello to you, Leah, Diane, Maureen. Hello to you, Lincolnshire, Margaret, Janet, Mary, Wendy. Hello to you, Yorkshire, Beverly. Hello to you, Hampshire, London. You're there. Yorkshire, you're with me. Check out as soon as you possibly can for 20. There's 20 on this strand. Natural amethyst. Wonderfully faceted, gorgeous. Stay on those phone lines. Do you know what would look wonderful with this? Do you know what would be wonderful with this? No, it's not. It is not, Martha. Are you kidding me? Right, wait. This gemstone does not go to that price tag. Once on air, I'm not willing to part with that either, so I'm going to leave that one there on my strand. That's not going back in the box, it's too beautiful. Now, once, my producer, who Martha knows very, very well, Tom Stewart, he's a lovely guy. We actually had, not an argument, but an on-air debate, a clash of heads. And it was literally on live television, and the reason for that was because he took a gemstone to a price point that I said, you can't do that. You can't do that. And listen, I'm all about giving you the best possible deals, absolutely. But do you know when sometimes you think, this is actually devaluing the gemstone, this is actually insulting the gemstone and Mother Nature. So all I kept saying, because after he'd done it, listen, I'm not in charge of the prices or anything like that, so it doesn't matter what I say, but I was going, Tom! So we did have a little bit of a clash of heads, shall we say. And my concern, and I'm all about you getting the best deals, absolutely. Don't think I'm not on your side, because I really am. But my concern was that we were devaluing the gemstone. So all I could say was, no reflection of true value or price, true value, no reflection of the true value, no reflection of the true value, no reflection of the true value. And I'm going to be doing exactly the same right now. Apatite, the average carat of this gemstone is 0.15. on your graphics is 41 carats. This is gloriously neon, intense, vivacious, everything that we look for in this wonderful gemstone. Apatite is a complex gem. It's similar to you and I in many ways. And let me explain that. It has got a phosphorus content, so we need that for our bones, and we need that for our teeth, we need that for photosynthesis. It is very much a chemical that we need to bring life. This is a gemstone that is also phosphorus, translating in the Greek language, means bringer of light. And I just think all of those things really do connect. That is why I say, Martha, this is not a gem that we take to that price tag. Did I say that a little bit assertive? You know, hey, listen, I'm not in charge of this. I'm delighted for you. Oh, hang on a minute. Did Kimberly Horn set this price? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Back in October, this was launched at £9.95. And we have to honour that price tag. We had to honour that price tag, pure and simply because it is within those 30 days. Apatite of that colour intensity, that wonderful performance of light, the bringer of light, don't forget, way, way, way beyond the average carat weight. Yorkshire, Louise, Kerry, Nanetta, Khan, Claire, Tracy, Maureen, Liz, Laura, Vivian, Janetta, Tracy, Sue and Berkshire. Just a handful of collectors getting involved. It's one of the rarest colours on this planet. Fact, absolutely fact, that this Celeste blue, or heavenly blue as it actually translates to as well, hence the name, is one of the rarest colours on this planet. So very, very, very sought after by all of the jewellery designers and the fashion designers as well. But the rarity of this gemstone, particularly in these sizes, I mean, they're individually bordering on the carat weight, the average carat weight, if not above that. So absolutely incredible to be in a single figure price tag. Do you agree with me, Helen? You don't see Apatite in single figure prices?
Totally agree. And the colour on it will, again, you know, you can use it in so many different designs. It can be your modern design, it can be your vintage design, it could be, like we're talking Art Deco today, even that colour would go well for that sort of... Oh,
definitely, because it was about bold colours, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. 1920. So again, it's an amazing quality stone, a gemstone that you can use in so many different ways.
So many different ways, and complementary of all different skin tones as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, Martha, we haven't fallen out, my lovely. That could never happen. I just wanted to tell you about with Tom Stewart and I, my previous producer. I was like, no, Tom, you can't take it to that price tag. I forget what it was. I was like, no. But then he said, I've done it, Elle. So, you know, wind your neck in. Wind your neck in. You know, you're all about giving customers deals, which I absolutely am, but I was nervous. That's probably the best way to describe it. I was nervous that somebody that was, I mean, and here at Jewellery Maker, you know your gemstones, but somebody that might have been flicking through through channels, established and seen, oh yeah, in this case, Apatite, £9.95, that they would think that's the true value and worth. It's not the true value and worth.
Exactly, and when you're making your jewellery, you have got to remember that, that actually we're buying wholesale, you know, quality gemstones at wholesale prices, and we need to remember that in our products.
Absolutely,
and don't
100%.
be afraid to put 3 figures on, you know.
Just because we give you the savings doesn't, you know, that's for you. That's for you as a business. You enjoy that. Don't recognise the true value when you're actually pricing yours. Box number. Oh, actually bring some sparkle. These are wonderful though. These are my favourite druzy strands that we have, because they're essentially cabochons. Now, what is druzy? Druzy is from the is an agate essentially, and it or quartz rather. Quartz family, so you can have your agates, you can have your amethyst, you can have your citrines, you've got your ametrines, your jaspers, etc. Now they form within geodes, and I do think this gemstone shows where they actually form. It's got a wonderful texture behind, landscape I suppose, all totally and utterly unique. You won't find 2 druzys which are the same. These are like cabochons though. They're drilled through the top, so you could easily suspend them. And out of all of our druzy strands, these are my absolute favourites, because look at this one in particular. Oh, he's very dramatic. I don't know why it's a he. but he is to me. I don't know why. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Those are angles. It's like a dusting of glitter, isn't it? And then the one alongside it. They are so big I can't even put them all in my hand.
Oh, it's just
like that
a fairy has been through there, hasn't there?
And sprinkling their fairy dust. Yeah, this one here is quite, that's more of what I describe as a landscape. It's quite...
Yes. Oh, beautiful.
Rugged. Quite rugged. Look at that sparkle. That's why we love our druzy. Perfect for the forthcoming season. Did you see any fireworks last night? There were certainly fireworks going off around my area, and yeah, all the flashes. That sounds like there was rows in our house. Well, no, there wasn't rows. No, definitely no rowing. There wasn't fireworks, but there were actual fireworks. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I never row with yeah, that could have been interpreted in lots of different ways, couldn't it? Lots and lots of different. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, actual fireworks, as in bang, and all the wonderful pretty colours. Hello to you, Deb and Val. I received this strand in the week, and it's gorgeous, so sparkly. I made some pendants in this. Oh yeah, I can imagine. They are. I'm thinking pendants. Yeah. Or wire wrapped rings.
Oh, definitely. There's with the wire weavers out there, they can make some amazing rings with that.
Well, I'm going to take one of the smaller ones here. So the one on the end. Let me just take the one on the end and try my very best. There we go. Wire wrap that. Look, perfect wire wrap ring, isn't it?
Even the wire hemo would be perfect for it as well, because that would go down over the wire before you start braiding.
Yeah, absolutely. Rhea in County Durham is saying, hi all, I have this. It's stunning. I put it in a brooch. Oh, lovely in a brooch.
What a brilliant idea.
Brooches are very fashionable now, aren't they? Let's bring that price tag in for you. Incredibly, this is going into a single figure price tag. Add it to your order. Don't forget that any orders today over £35 do qualify for a free gift of £9.95, not £10.95. We said single figures. Get it down there. £9.95 on this strand. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 individual pendants. I love the fact that they're gorgeous. Our graphics say grey, but I see silver.
Yeah, I would definitely say silver, especially with that real shine of the fairy dust like we were talking about.
It's like a pearlescence, isn't it, across them? Oops, you've got like a pearlescence across them.
Yeah, it's almost like a world within. It's beautiful.
Yeah, love that. Absolutely love that. Okay, stay on those phone lines. Add it to your order, because the next kit I think this with the next kit would look amazing, wouldn't it?
Oh, it definitely would.
Look incredible.
It would
okay, talking about big statement gemstones, talking about big statement pieces of jewellery, we're going to be bringing you your statement collars, and I love the pieces that Helen has created. So we're going to take a little wander over to this gorgeous lady, and I will bring my cup of tea with me, if that's all right, Helen.
Oh, you bring it along.
Is that all right?
Yes, I've got mine as well.
This is it a good cup of tea? Amelia made it. Can I have a sip?
Gorgeous. Amelia makes the best tea.
Do you know what? I wouldn't function without a cup of tea.
No.
You know, that's the first thing I do in the morning. Cup of tea. Cup of tea. If I haven't got milk, I'm an angry person. My house really runs out of milk now. Wow, look at these pieces. Now, two parts to this kit. So we've got the gemstones and then we've got the collars. Look, 2 different item numbers, because we understand some of you might be thinking, well, I don't need the gemstones, but I want the collars, and vice versa. Look, they're just amazing. Now, when I look at jewellery like this, I just think, making a statement. This says an awful lot about your personality. That can be the focus, the centerpiece of your outfit, or your special occasion, because I can imagine these are red. They are red carpet. Now you are getting 4 in total, and I love this use, that wonderful bow effect, isn't it, of the collar. So, thinking outside the box. So let me just show you, we will come to the DI of that, and I'm excited to show you that as well. The first part of this kit is the statement collar themselves, so you do need to have that structure, that base to support. You're getting 2 in each size, so 1 being the larger, which in this case, Helen, you've used as the base.
Yes.
Yeah, they are with your chains as well, which are attachable or detachable, whiwhichever you wish. And I love the fact that they do actually follow the curvature of the décolletage, because we're not perfect perfectly round, are we? If you can imagine our neckline. If they were perfectly round, they'd sit like that.
They got to go with the collarbone,
Got to follow the collarbone to a degree. With your lobster claw clasp, and of course that length of chain to create that drop. Let me just hold that up for you as well, so you can actually see the drop, and obviously extendable or you can subtract or add to that as well in terms of its length. So beautiful on the front and also on the back. You can see that wonderful finish, very Italian chic or very Grecian, our statement collars. So these are the large, but then we've also got, and you notice that's more of a graduation. You can see it actually is more substantial at the base of the collar. That's a 30mm. Then you've got your 10mm, which is more circular. More of a circular, and it is a continued width all the way around, which you've used as your bow. Again, comes with the chain. So if you're thinking, you know, I'd like these, but I don't want the chain length on them, we'll keep them for something else. They're easily detachable, aren't they, with some of our tools? And you're getting 2 of these sizes as well. So statement collars, these have been hugely popular. Silver is arguably our most desired, colour, just because I think a lot of people do favour silver over gold and your rose gold and your antiques. I don't know why that is.
Well, it goes with so many different colours of your clothes, doesn't it? And you can always put, you know, different bags and things, I always think. If you've got a nice silver collar on, it goes with so much more.
Yeah, it does. And the youngsters tend to love
yes,
the silver
it's
colours
very
as
modern,
well.
isn't it?
I know that these collars are available in one very well-known high street retailer clothing shop, and you'll pay £20 for one alone, and it doesn't have the chain. It is literally like this. There's nothing added to it. There's no embellishment. There's no texture. It's not silver plate on brass. That's for certain. It's a base metal through and through. This is silver on top, silver plated on top of your brass there, so you've got the security, but you've also got the precious metal there as well. Now, big savings for you in this kit. If you were to buy them all separately, it would be £35.80. How about an on-the-nose price tag? Helen, do you know how to do this one? Do you know how to do this one on the nose?
No.
It goes like this, doesn't it, Martha? On the nose.
Oh, like that, a bit like that.
On the nose. On the nose price tag. I don't know, I go on Market Street, don't I? That's £5 each.
I have to remember that one.
On the nose. I don't know why, it just kind of reminds me of get your apples here. It does. £5 each per statement necklace.
I've got to say, when I had them, I thought, why do anything with them at all?
Absolutely.
They're stunning. If you wanted to embellish a little pearl on the front of one, perfect. But I did have to, being a creative person.
Yes, well,
you've got to bend and twist and have a go.
Absolutely, and also
but
as
they're
jewellery,
stunning as they are.
As guest designers, you're encouraged to sort of, be elaborate.
Yes.
You could keep it simple, couldn't you?
Definitely. I'd wear that exactly as it is there. They're really lovely. And you see, I think Zoe Ball wears a lot of this type of thing as well.
Yes, and Tess Daly does as well. If you love your Strictly.
Tess, yes.
Tess Daly loves a bit of a collar like this, doesn't she? She was wearing a gorgeous dress the other day, and she had, and I'm sure you could do the same with this, is actually I'll transform it into a belt itself.
Definitely.
Now we have got genuine gemstones coming as well at £5 each for your necklace. They're coming shortly, and I'm going to bring them with me. But let's go over to our lovely Helen for your demonstration. Which one are you going to be demonstrating, gorgeous?
Well, I'm going to do a little bit of each, just because to show how you can layer the chain.
Yeah.
And I'll show you one side of the other one where I've had a little bend.
I see a bow in that. That's lovely.
Yeah, it's
and I love
just
this for
something
its
different.
texture. So, okay, adding the chain. So, obviously, the necklaces come plain, don't they?
Yeah,
So you've
plain.
transformed it.
So the first thing you need to do, if you want to have a little fiddle, as I've done really, is just gently manipulate it out. You do need to put it flat first.
So just press it down to the board.
That's all I've done. Don't hammer it because you're going to dent it. You're going to tarnish it. All you're doing is pushing it down, so that then you can, if you want, you can drill it. Now, when you drill it, you need to put in the tool kit. Can I just nip over and show in our tool kit?
We'll put the toolkit at the bottom of the screen for you, for those of you
This particular tool there,
yeah,
this real sharp one, is actually what I use to put the hole in. So my husband very kindly helped me, and we just hammered that through just to start the hole off before drilling. And then once drilling, does that go in there? Mm-hmm. And once you start drilling, you can use a 1 millimetre just to start the pilot hole off, and then after that then you can go to whatever size you like. Yeah. But you just need that first initial, because it's brass, so you need that first initial sort of starter hole. Okay. One thing I'd like to point out on here, can you see there's a bubble there? Yes. I did try and put some heat on it and try to see if I could weld them together. But as you can see, well, all it does, it lifts and separates. Now, if you wanted to design like that, you could actually do a bubble effect. I was going to say, that would be lovely all the way along, yeah. But it was just to show you that that's what happens when something's plated and that you've actually heated it up. So the next thing I decided to do then was, how am I going to attach? Mm-hmm. So I got my piece of the sort of horseshoe shape, aren't they? Yeah. And they're amazing in themselves, but I just sort of got it like this and twisted round. So I've literally gone like that, just twisted. And you need a couple of twists, don't do it in one go. And you're doing this with your own hands now, you don't need a tool. Yeah, and my hands are not very good either. Okay. But it's still solid. Mm. It's not flexible at all, but it's just the structure of it is good enough. There's enough flexibility to be able to push it. But you do need to obviously align, so I would do one and then sort of try and copy the shape of it for the other side. Like a template. Yeah. Template, yeah. So once you've got that sort of shape then, and you're happy with it, you can create all sorts of shapes, couldn't you? But this is the shape that I went for. And then this is the right side of the collar. So all I've done is through one of the holes, on this case, I worked out where my middle was, did 1 inch either side, looked at where my holes are on here in relevant to my design, and I noticed there's a natural hole there and a natural hole there. So they were going to be my point of contact where I'm going to secure. Now to secure, I looked at many things, but this seemed to work the best. Put a wire through the hole, and then one of the seed beads that actually comes with the pack at the back. So I've just got the seed bead there, and all I did then... We will bring you those as well shortly, what Helen's actually referring to, the gemstones and the seed beads. Of course. I had the two to play with together, sorry. That's all right, they're coming a little bit later on, we just want to see what you've made first. So we just curl then, we're just doing an ordinary curl with your wire at the back, this is, and I'm going to just curl it all the way up to the point where the seed bead is. Now the seed beads are brilliant because they give you that little anchor at the back without having to have a lot of wire, and then I just flatten it against there. And it made such a pretty design after I'd done it. I thought, actually, you could do it on the front as well if you wanted. Yeah, absolutely. Swirls are lovely, aren't they? Whilst they finish it off, they also are... Exactly. They are a feature. I know. We were in sync then, weren't we? Yes, we're getting there. So I put another seed bead then on the front, and then I've just gently put on... So you're threading on your natural hole that was where the chain meets on there, and I pull down to there, and then all I need then is a few more beads on there, about 8 on there. So we just are you doing like a seed bead? It's like a seed bead swirl. Yeah, I'm just doing a little. It's like a little flower. Yeah. I thought it looked a little military actually, without the embellishments at the front. When you get to this sort of design, if you're looking for a military design, it actually lends itself very much to that. Love that. So I'm just imagining this with like a very long, sleek, plain black dress. It would go very well. Oh yes, do you know what Martha's just suggested? Yeah. I'm off to the races on next weekend or the weekend after? On the 14th, yeah. Next weekend. Oh. Yeah, off to the races. It is very races, very Ascot or Cheltenham. Yeah. And these swirls would go great. I do a lot of milliners' hats.
Do you know Alison Todd then as well?
hats.
Alison Todd. I was talking about it last night, funny enough. She's local to Abergavenny. She creates some fantastic hats.
Is it the shop that's in Abergavenny? There's
Yes.
a big I know. Yes, it is.
Fantastic hats, and
Yes.
she's often featured on, you know, in all the magazines and all the newspapers.
So you could actually use, you know, all these sort of swirls and things that we're doing, especially with the seed beads, in a hat.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to just be on as a neck piece. You can actually design anything you want.
I wonder if you could transform that into a crown, maybe.
Yeah. And then all I'm doing is literally putting
Tiara probably would be the best word. I don't know who I think I am.
No, crown sounds great, Eleanor. I think I'm on your wavelengths. And then I'm just swirling that around my finger with those seed beads just to create. And then just to finish it off, to secure it, I found that a few laps of the wire between the cuff bit, the metal, and the flower bit is all you need. And you can go along there as long as you want, really. And I've just snipped off and left a little tail.
There's your attachment, isn't it?
And there's my attachment, and there's no sticky out bits, there's no gluing, because a lot of people say, oh, what about the glue? Yes. I wouldn't really glue it. I've tried to solder and weld it, and we saw that I get my bubble effect, which is great if that's what you want. So actually we've got a nice secure one, and then I do exactly the same on this side.
And then repeat on the other. Yeah, beautiful.
Exactly.
Absolutely beautiful. Well, you've incorporated gemstones into it. You don't have to, obviously, but I think it would be a shame not to with such a statement piece. And you were talking about the seed beads. Now, these are, hands down, one of our most popular products that we bring you here at Jewellery Maker. How many do you get in a tube?
Gosh.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
I think these tubes are very, very
Don't ask me to count them.
No, I won't. I wouldn't do that too, lovely. I think there's 400 in a tube. I think they're very deceiving, aren't they, the tubes? They actually look like you're getting a lot less than you are. They go a long, long, long way. 600.
Wow.
We should have said guess the seed beads in the tube, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
I wonder if we should do that. Well, you know now, so no.
Yeah. Well, that's 200 more than I thought, because I was thinking about 400.
Well, that's what I thought as well. That's why we said I think there's 400.
Yeah.
No, there's 600.
That's brilliant.
So I mean, you don't get 200 or even 100 gemstones on some strands.
Yeah.
So I mean, they are your seed beads. So they're decorative features, but can be used as an alternative. Hugely popular. But not just getting that, we're also bringing you some beautiful coloured gems. I adore this wonderful green strand of freshwater cultured pearls. Tealy. It kind of reminds me of. Imagine a beautiful mermaid, like in the storybooks.
Yes. I love the mermaids.
Ariel, imagine Ariel.
Oh,
she was beautiful, wasn't she, with her hot red hair? A bit like our Fleur. Fleur. A flame-haired temptress. Yeah, wonderful. I mean, these gorgeous, gorgeous colours. It's very magical, oceanic, mermaid connotations, and of course, I'm saying mermaid because it's a pearl. Obviously, you've got the ocean connections to it, and then that rare colour of gold coming through as well. I adore this combination, don't you? Normally, the seed beads, by the way, are $12.95. What's the millimetre of these? 3mm? These are 3mm, right? 3 or 4. Each strand, 3mm, and each strand of pearls for £1. So wait, a strand of pearls for £1. $12.95 normally for your seed beads, plus your 3, $15.95.
Wow.
I mean, the reality is, pearls at that price tag alone.
This stunning.
Individually, I mean, like that one on their own for $15.95 would be amazing. Especially that colour. It's quite neon, isn't it?
Well, we sort of work, you know, a little bit ahead of ourselves, and I can see this coming, you know, in the new year. These sort of colours, wearing these, we'll start to make our jewellery now ready for that. Just after winter, you know, just after the new year.
Do you know what you've just reminded me of? Especially these two colours here, if I just single them out, especially that sort of golden colour and that wonderful teal. It reminds me of, I try my very best, because it is part of my job ultimately, to keep up to speed, not just with gemstones but also fashion and jewellery. And apparently a hot colour in over Christmas and in the spring, in particular in the spring, I'd imagine, where more people would be wearing it, is that very bright canary yellow stroke gold.
Oh, yes.
Which I was like, wow. I saw a jumpsuit, and it was some celebrity, I can't remember who it was, and she was wearing like a satin jumpsuit with kind of like those cuff necklaces in a plain belt around the waistline. But it was a really lovely golden yellow. That's the, well, Paula Bennett was wearing mustard yesterday. It's all about the yellows. So yeah, these colours will look incredible with that. Yellows and beautiful teals, very, very, very popular for the forthcoming season. And you might not necessarily be a dedicated follower of fashion. I'm not, but I'll see something and go, yeah, love that. Love that. Yeah. It's quite a happy colour, isn't it? It's uplifting. And these will work wonderfully if you are creating for the forthcoming seasons, like Helen so rightly said. $15.95 for 600 of your seed beads. And that's £1 per strand of your pearls. Lots and lots and lots of you loving these. Okay, so you've incorporated, is it every single one of these? Pretty much. All of the gemstones in this necklace.
Yeah, the two, that one necklace and that necklace, it's done the two lots. And I still had quite a lot, you know, free as well, available. Okay.
So we'll go back to our lovely Helen so she can show us how she created these.
On the second one now, I was just going to show how I do that, because that is such an easy technique. People often ask me, how do I get the layered effect? So you're talking like a waterfall effect, really, and it's a really easy way of doing it. I'm not sure if any of the other designers has done it or not, so I'm sorry if it has been repeated.
I don't think so, certainly not with us.
Now, you would have, there we go, so you pop on, I need 2 of those, should be 2 there, perhaps not. We'll pretend then we've just popped on one of these. So what we're going to do is just decide our lengths. So all I do is loop. So I'm going to loop 1.
And you're threading this onto just wire now, aren't you?
Yeah, I've crossed over wire.
Like a needle?
Yeah. On one side I'm threading it down through. And all I'm doing is I'm doing 2 loops, one smaller than the other. That's all I've done. I'm going to take this one off.
Everybody so let
me just cut that one off there. There you go.
So you've created...
All I've done is create 2 loops. Now obviously if you cut them in the middle, you're just going to get 2 of each size. But...
You've deliberately done it different lengths.
Yeah. So if you just take your chain and find the middle and come back 2. So if you want a right hand drop, you'd go to the right and come back 2. So you come back 2 little holes there and just snip. Watch your eyes. Should have said that first, shouldn't I? And already we've got that. Now if you do this technique all the way through, it means that you get your standard, everything's going to be exactly the same. So I'm going 1, 2, watch your eyes. And I've got my loop, I've got them without having to count how many I've got. I've now got a waterfall effect. But not only that, on every single one, you'll get the exact same length, the exact same shape. So it gives that sort of nice sort of even feel. So then I get my wire, and I cut about, say, 1 inch. I'm just threading that through the holes that we've made, exactly the same size as earlier, turning it over to the back, and now I'm popping on another little ring on there, and I'm opening up side by side. Now these are a little bit long, so I'm just going to cut them down a little bit, because otherwise I'll be forever coiling them for you. So that's all I've done, is pulled them across, and that is secure. Yes, it turns and it moves, but it allows movement to your collar necklace. So I'm just getting to the end, and now I'm just going to twist, a normal twist. Sometimes my hands are not that the dexterity. Let's go this way. There we go.
It's
that's
cold
better.
outside as well, so sometimes that does interfere with that. My mum gets arthritis and she struggles
mine's
this time
exactly
of year.
the same, but it's from the sort of wire working and obviously other things. So all I'm doing is wheeling it up against all the way up as far as I can go. Now what this means is you haven't got any wires sticking in your neck. So when you're wearing it, it sits really, really nicely. So that's all I've done is wheeled them up, and then I'm literally, with my finger, pushing them down. Now when I did that, can you see it? I have done it in 2 different colours to try and pick it up. Do you want me to bring it forward? There we go. But when I did that, I realised that would look really nice on the front. So I don't know if you want to turn that collar one round. But it's actually a really lovely design. So I could have done it that way. And actually, sometimes when you're designing things, so you've got all the little different coloured swirls.
I love that.
So you could have actually done that, you know, inside out and let the strands flow the other way.
Lovely.
So it was a little bit of a fluke, but it does work.
Interchangeable, I think.
There we go.
Interchangeable.
But that's solid on there.
Because we've got these wonderful statement necklaces. Now, we haven't seen this in absolutely ages. You might be thinking, I'd like to texture that. So similarly to what Helen tried with the heat temperatures, if you wanted to continue that, you could. Or alternatively, rather than using your heat, you can use our textures stamp. Now these are huge because they create such an Italian chic look to your your wire, to your collars. They've been on what? Sorry? Once previously before this has been on. With myself, I thought I'd seen it before. Am I the only one that's been able to bring it to you? Oh, I'm actually spoiled. Now, we're going to bring it to you at the introductory prize. On the one side, you've got those wonderful polka dots, I suppose. So
they're my favourite side.
Yeah, I love those as well. Yeah. They create sort of dimples. Shall I bang one?
It won't actually work on you. I've got to tell you, Eleanor, you can have a try, but this is brass and it is very thick.
Very, very, very hard.
You can try, but you know, you're going to need...
Oh, you certainly need those steel.
Yeah.
What can we use it on?
Well, these are brilliant for your copper sheets, your silver sheets, any sort of, even your wire, your 1mm wires, your 1.2. Even if you're doing wire hemo, you can still texture it after.
So one thing,
before and after.
Have you got any 1mm wire? So I can show you that.
Some.
I know I haven't got a steel block here, which ideally you should have, or something like that.
I may have...
Or a sandbag, which I brought you yesterday.
What's this?
Lovely. So
I'm going to disappear just a second, because I'm sure I have that for you. I have the little anvil or the sandbag. You can have a little go of either.
Thanks. She's a good one, isn't she?
And my little
I'm going to pop it on your anvil.
Yeah.
So here we go. So just 1 minute. I'm just using any old wire here that we've got out of our cupboard. Oh, there's a big gauge there, isn't there?
Yeah, I think that's aluminium. Let's have a go with the aluminium. I don't know.
This is the stripy.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is a brilliant effect. Look at you, wire working. You were really good, aren't you?
And it does toughen the wire, doesn't it, as well?
Yes, it gives it the tensile strength so that, you know, you can use it in other things.
I'm going to do the, on the big gauge there.
Effect. Just try that. This is aluminium, but let's have a go.
I'll use the dots.
Let's just see. Oh, love it. Wow.
Lots of you coming in. Oh, it's
I'll do the feeding
thoroughly
through.
Therapeutic, this is. You know, sometimes when you need to hit something.
I'll feed it through. Oh, my word. That would make it a brilliant necklace.
Oh, hang on. There we are, fabulous. I think that will do for... Let me show everybody at home. There we go.
And which side did you use for that one? Did you use that one or that one?
That was the spots.
Oh, wow. I love that effect. And that's how it would work on all your copper as well.
Absolutely, lovely. So £8.95 for your double-sided texturing hammer. Dimples and narrow stripes. Dimples, I love that, dimples.
Yeah.
Don't forget, it is a free gift weekend, so any orders per day over £35 will qualify for a £9.95 gift. So until stocks last, but we've got plenty of stock. Now, just to recap, with this kit, with your statement collars that Helen was showing you, we have beautiful gemstones. You've asked for them to be separate, so we have been listening to you. So you say sometimes people have already got the collars, and sometimes people have already got the gemstones. So in this case, we separated them so you can buy them individually. You've got 600 of your seed beads and all of these gorgeous pearls. I love the colour of the pearls.
Amazing for soutache. I mean, I've just started doing soutache, but I know there's some amazing soutache workers out there, and these are the proper seed beads for that.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, because they're uniformed as well,
aren't they? And the pearls.
And the pearls, yeah. Can you imagine? That's quite a vintage gold, isn't it? It's a lovely golden colour, like a antique gold. You can imagine it around some fabulous decorative work of art or something like that. And then that teal blue, which is very much like a mermaid. And 600 of your seed beads, $15.95. The tubes alone are usually $12.95. So we're giving you a strand of pearls for £1 only. £1 only. Tons and tons and tons of you there. Yeah, and I'm thinking, bridal, use them in bridal jewellery. Look at that neon green.
I know. Do you know what? When I was handling it, the colours that come out of it, from your teals to your deep greens, even sort of the autumnal, lighter citrines in there as well.
Absolutely, it'll complement both of those. We've got to move on because it is time for your Wall of Fame. Don't forget, we have got the song gear Sapphire coming up. Oh my goodness, it's incredible. That's going to be up at precisely 11:30. We've also got at 11 o'clock blue diamonds. There are 10 in the world. 10 in the world, that's it. So 10 of you will be lucky enough to be successful. Guaranteed under £200. I understand that's a considered price point, but it's some of the best blue diamonds that you could possibly wish for. In fact, it's the only blue diamonds you can wish for here at Jewellery Maker because we don't have lots of it in our vault, unfortunately. Wall of Fame, though, this wonderful competition where you get recognised for your beautiful creations, and of course, fingers crossed, you win yourself some Jewellery Maker readies.
Oh, bless, that's lovely. Shoving it over to the side a little bit.
Oh, yeah, you're funny, Helen. I tell you what, together we're troublesome, aren't we? Now, your Wall of Fame, time for you to recognise all of your fabulous creations and inspirations that you give us. Now, starting the Wall of Fame, we've got some wonderful braided work. 409 comes from Lynn Tunnicliffe. Wonderful Zari rope used in this piece. Congratulations, you're number 409, Lynn. Good luck to you.
I've got number 408, and it's Susan Patterson. And this is amazing because it's the scale mail necklace.
Yeah, look at that, very geometric shape. What number is that? So it's about 408.
408.
We've gone back to front, and I went before you, and I shouldn't have done. I've got 411 now. The picture itself is a little bit blurry, but you can still see the beauty of the piece, which comes from, now forgive my pronunciations, because I might pronounce this wrong, but it's Frances, I'm not even going to attempt your surname because it's a foreign surname. From Somerset, good luck to you, my lovely, beautiful work, and I'm guessing that is maybe tanzanite and sterling silver. Beautiful, 411.
I've got 410, beautiful amethyst, and it says that they're using the 925 silver on you, and that's Jackie College.
Jackie, good luck to you.
Amazing, look at that, stunning.
413, a briolette drop, exquisite, comes from Wendy Chapman, using 925 and the quality of the gemstone, I'm not surprised. Look at that, wonderful leaf detail as well, simple, elegant, classy. Good luck, my lovely, you're number 413.
And we're a little bit out of sync. I've got 412, Alexander Stewart. And Alexander has put on there that these are black pearls, and even put a tiny coated spinel between each pearl, and that is stunning.
Yeah, classic,
really
classic elegance,
lovely.
that, Alex. 415, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this for a suite of jewellery. It comes from Ruth in Sussex. Wonderful suite, Ruth. Ruth Williams. Absolutely love. And we can remember this strand clear as day. It is a memorable, memorable look. Good luck to you, my lovely. You're 415.
I've got 414, and it's, is it Mary Forrest?
Mary Forrest.
What a beautiful name, Mary. And what's really lovely about this, she's used champagne pearls, citrine and rose gold, and it's for a friend's birthday. How lucky is that?
Lovely.
Beautiful.
Very generous, 414. I've got number 417. Classic elegance, coming from Leanne Lake, or Bracelets and Bling. Beautiful piece. Look at that cabochon wrap to perfection.
Oh, wow.
Wonderful. You're number 417,
Working
Leanne.
that. Stunning. And number 416, we've got Hessling. And this JM that she sent in now, the necklace and earring set, and it's opal nuggets set in gold plated findings.
Wonderful. Good luck to every single one of you. And do keep those Wall of Fame entries coming in. After the break, we have, I never thought I'd be able to say this, I might need to sit down. Blue diamond. Coming up after this.
Wow.
Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre. Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
Did you know that the Jewellery Maker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping. If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Did you know that no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one postage and packaging fee?
Here at Jewellery Maker, we like to treat our customers. So to celebrate the fast approaching festive period, we'd like to give you a gift. From this Friday and right across the weekend, if you place an order over the value of £35, we'll send you a free gift. Get into the spirit and join us to kick off the Christmas celebrations.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from Jewellery Maker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the Jewellery Maker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on Jewellery Maker. Simply search Jewellery Maker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at Jewellery Maker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewers Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on Jewellery Maker.
Wow. Now I am absolutely certain that I know exactly how this star buy is going to pan out. Of course it's going to be an on-screen sellout, and I do think it's going to be an on and gone. For the first time ever, we are bringing you genuine blue diamonds. In over 5 years of being established, there's a very good reason why blue diamonds haven't been available here at Jewellery Maker. Well, firstly, we've only just started bringing you diamonds of any colour. Blue, in its natural form, is actually the second rarest. Now, you're not just looking for a navy colour. You want that diamond to really have a sort of teal colour or tone, so that, and an openness, and that is a terminology that we use in the industry. Diamonds have to be open so that you can see the internal brilliance, so you can see that wonderful performance of light. Think of the Hope Diamond. The Hope Diamond, arguably the most infamous of your blue diamonds. Think of what colour. 8 people straight away on those phone lines and on the web, rather. You do need to check out. I guarantee, there's 10. There's 10 in the world. Check out. As soon as you do, we will take that quantity down. We are going to allocate it per person. Veronica and Catherine, well done. You are the first two. I've got guest designers joining you. It's a straight battle. Veronica and Catherine are the first. No, sorry, Alison, a member of staff. Alison, yeah,
Alison,
you've got
Terry,
yours. Well done to you, Alison. My goodness. And I will literally say, and listen, if they sell out before I get a chance to talk about your blue diamonds, I will carry on thereafter. 6 have gone. Sammy, guest designer, you've done it. Well done to you. So there's Sammy, Alison, Dawn, congratulations, my lovely. Kathleen, well done. 3. I've got 3 remaining. Kathleen in Essex, you've just got yours. Dawn in Yorkshire, well done. Sue in West Midlands, well done to you. I'm better off saying congratulations before I start talking about the piece. We've got to bring that price in. Guaranteed under 200.
Gone.
Knew it was going to be on and gone. Now listen. Kathleen, Sue, Dawn, Claire, Sabine, Sammy, Alison, Veronica, Catherine. I haven't even put them on the back of my hand yet. Can I show you? Can I show you?
Oh.
Look at that. That's what you've just achieved.
Wow.
Congratulations to every single one of you. Openness of colour, astounding brilliance. Got to move on though. Don't forget your Song Gear Sapphire is coming up in less than half an hour's time. Before that though, let's bring you a big quantity auction of amazing quality. Once upon a time we used to be able to travel direct to this location to buy our Ethiopian opal. The government has intervened now, so we can't purchase it in its rough form. So the main seam is no longer producing. So it's all, as a buyer, it all means adding costs. Big quantity opportunity with this strand, beautiful performance of play of colour within, and certainly a location which is making a big difference. Country of origin is making a big difference to the price tag. I'm going to say it, let's put it out there. Big quantity auction, guaranteed under £10. Add it to your order, why wouldn't you? I'm going to scoop this up and pop it in my hand so you can see all of that gorgeous play of colour, the flashes of greens, the wonderful blues, the wonderful reds. Look at that. Why am I doing this? Just because here in the studio light we've got hundreds of lighting. It actually drains out the opal. So this is more accurate. You'll see more when you actually have it in your own 2 hands, in your own fair hands, or around your own neckline. But this is more accurate to what you will actually see when it's in your home. Big quantity auction of this wonderful natural gemstone. Look at those flashes of red. They're like flames, aren't they? Wow. Of course, October's birthstone. What I love about Ethiopian opal, and it is my preferred, I love opal, don't get me wrong, but Ethiopian opal in particular, because it has got a crystal-like body structure, so a crystal body structure basically, which means you can see through the gemstone to a certain degree, which means that play of colour is not just across the surface, it's throughout the entirety of the gemstone. Dial in as soon as you can. This is one of the biggest quantity auctions that I've brought you so far this morning. It's an add it to your order. It is also, you know, obviously equating towards your £35 spend today if you do, if you're looking to get that free gift. Under £10, natural, genuine Ethiopian opal. A gemstone is very elusive. We can't get hold of it. It's nigh on impossible. Let's just put it that way. At £9.95 only. Who doesn't know what opal is? Opal's a very recognised gemstone because it is very, well, unusual. It's a standout gemstone. We know it hasn't got a crystal structure because it's formed from silica spheres, so it's an amorphous gemstone. It's written about by William Shakespeare himself. He calls it the Queen of Gems, and I'm not going to disagree with that. It's very visual. It loves to show off in natural daylight, and it's very easy to care for. So those of you, I'm asked that question quite a lot. How do you look after an opal? Well, firstly, this is a bit of a trick, because if you notice that opals within your jewellery collection have started to lose their life, have started to lose their colour, simply take it into a bathroom where it's quite a moist environment. Pop it on the shelf somewhere, so those opals can absorb some of the moisture in the air, and they soon go, oh, it's like they ruffle their feathers and go, oh, I'm fine now. They're a thirsty gem, basically. They need to have a little bit of moisture. So don't starve them of moisture, not for too long, basically. And if you do, then get them out into the liquid. Well done to you, Leslie, Lillian, Margaret, Sandra, Gaynor, hello to you, Frances, Catherine, hello to you, Bridget, Grace, Isabel, Kent is with us as well. Beautiful. It's a long strand of nuggets as well. So that wonderful organic shape. 83 centimetres, so it's actually just shy of a metre. Look at those colours. Wow. Isn't it incredible?
It is. It's just outstanding. And to see all those colours just coming from one gemstone.
Yeah.
You know, it's
but the red in particular is the rarest colour to actually
there's lots of that. I've seen the red, loads of red coming out.
The top colours of the colour spectrum, so your reds, the oranges, your yellows and your blues are the rarest colours because, and that refers to, and I won't get too technical, the wavelengths that they're travelling. Rosina, Mary, well done. Kent, congratulations. Lillian, you're there as well. I need to move on in the essence of time. Congratulations to you. Okay, so much more to see. I gave you a little bit of a preview earlier on of your labradite. Now, I said about this strand, the blue is just off the chart. Wow. Prepare yourself. If you're not sat down, you need to be, because this is going to be, between the eyes. Look at that blue.
Wow.
I don't know if I've seen that much blue in a labradite before. Consistent blue. Wow. Just see, and by the way, it's not just there on that one. Let me lift them up. Look, look, look. Can you see the blues there as well? Completely natural gemstone. These aren't coated. Lay them down flat so you can see them. Look.
Gosh.
So that's consistently all the way along the strand. You're seeing those wonderful visualities of blues. Look at that.
Gosh.
Oh. That is astonishing. And on both sides as well, you'll see, look, 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 look. Again, I've just turned them round randomly and you're seeing that gorgeous colour. It's one of the most dispersive, would that be the right word? No. Performing labradite strands that I've ever seen. Look at that. Wow, 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 wow. Is blue, who loves the blue in labradite?
Me. I love blue.
Yeah, blue is a lovely colour. It is a lovely colour in gemstones. Is that your favourite colour, Martha, in the labradite? Easily. She says, I've never seen this. She says, I've never seen this, though.
No, I haven't.
Probably seen hundreds of strands in the past, I don't know, year or so even. Have you ever seen one with that much blue?
No, I've seen sort of obviously sections of blue coming through, but to see it like that...
Across the entirety of the gemstone almost.
Yeah, fantastic.
What? We're clearing out the vault of this, even though it's amazing, astounding. We're clearing out the vault at £10 only, £9.95.
Wow.
postage and packaging back in your pocket. Adding towards your free gift today as well. Spend over £35. Look at the blues. I mean, the blues, I think with your silver wire, or just restrand it. I don't think it needs any additions, does it? It doesn't need any additions.
It doesn't. If you wanted to just make it go a little bit further, you could do a couple of little gizmo coils in between, just so you get a few left over on each side to do a bracelet, or you could even do matching earrings. But they are substantial. I think the biggest that I've seen with that colour as well.
All the way across. Well done. It's going to sell out. Congratulations to you. Box number 6 in the 10 o'clock hour. Oh, that's over here. Stud earrings. Now, if you got any of... Right, these will be great for your Songia Sapphire. They'll be amazing for your blue diamonds. They'll be incredible for your topaz. They'll be fabulous for those amethysts. They'll be incredible. Big high-end gemstones. Have we got a velvety tray I can use for these? You're getting 3 pairs, plus also the butterfly backs. They are 925 sterling silver. I'll just sort of hold one of them up so you can see. They are, of course, stamped. They've got that wonderful flat surface on the front of these, so you could easily embellish them, maybe engrave them. Lovely. I'll just pop these onto velvet display, and the big butterfly backs as well. So if those of you like myself who struggle with the small ones because they always get under your nail, or maybe they're just a bit fiddly, aren't they? These are so much easier. You're getting 3 pairs in total. Beautiful sheen across the surface, those 9 by 7 millimeters, and of course you can attach your gemstones to the base or not, as the case may be. If you want to keep them simple, that's your prerogative. Of course, all precious metal throughout the entirety. You can see the quality there. Any of our high-end gemstones that we bring you here at Jewellery Maker, maybe if I take them out the tweezers, that will make it a bit easier. Any of our high-end gemstones here at Jewellery Maker, they do deserve precious metals like this. Don't be afraid to invest in it, especially at the prices that we're bringing it to you just recently. I do think our sterling silver, we've become a little bit complacent. You know, this has to be mined. There's a program on, I forget what it's called, which is all about these American miners and you know, the processes they go to source these precious metals, your golds, your platinums and your silver. And of course that price is increasing every single day. So it will surprise you when you see what we're bringing it to you this morning, or any other occasion that you've seen just previously. £9.95 for 3 pairs of solid sterling silver earrings. £9.95. I mean, how much would you charge on your craft fair, Helen? How much would you charge for maybe a couple of Songia sapphires dropped from that, suspended from these, and you would only need a couple, and the precious metal? How much would you command for that price?
I would probably put something, a little bit of texture on the just to make it a bit different, and I'm talking 3 figures. Silver and the Songia sapphire, 3 figures.
Yeah, why not? It does depend on where you're selling, granted. We understand that. Yeah, you can't go up, can you? Absolutely. So put that price tag and then give some the impression that, yeah, it's part of negotiation, effectively. And the same, when I worked in one of the jewellery establishments, I fully expected someone to barter with me. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's great. I don't like doing that personally. I feel a little bit cheeky, and my mum's like, "Come on, Ellen, you should negotiate." But yeah, I totally agree with you. You can always come down, can't you? But I would expect perceived value of precious metals, sterling silver and sapphires would be a 3-figure price tag. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you were to set maybe, I don't know, one of those amazing clear quartz, then probably you'd be looking around the 30-40. Listen, I'm not going to tell you how to price your jewellery. It's all dependent on where you do sell them or if you're gifting. It is absolute luxurious quality though. Elizabeth, Agnes, Susanna, Susan, Sally, hello to you, Midlothian, Davinia, many of you choosing to multi-buy. The first pair of butterfly stud earrings that I've brought you, and I don't know how long, so the stocks will fly. They will fly out the vault. Congratulations. Okay, moving on to now. Oh, in the oven. Sorry. It's because I can't see everything here. 7. Oh, I've got them, I've got them. Wow. Sold out this Apatite earlier on. Well, you know, if you were with me earlier on, you'd have heard me say, Martha, no, this is not a gemstone. This is not a gemstone that goes to that price. This is often, Apatite is often likened to your Paraiba tourmaline. Tropical, oceanic, vision, vibrant. Paraiba tourmaline, believe it or not, it was only discovered in the 1980s. So it's probably one of the newest gemstones, if not the newest. I know, serenite, American fire opal maybe. But yeah, it's one of the newest. But because Paraiba tourmaline, for example, you'll only really find Paraiba tourmaline in our Larique collection on our sister channels, one of a kind. And you can name a price. It is arguably the most valuable gemstone on the planet. It's a copper-bearing gemstone, so there's tiny, tiny, tiny copper platelets within your... You might be thinking, Eleanor, why on earth are you talking about Paraiba tourmaline when you're bringing me Apatite? Bear with me. Roll with me for a second. It's a copper-bearing gemstone, so the tiny platelets within this gem reflect, play with the light, and bring you an energy, almost an energy internally. Apatite, gemologists, geologists, jewelers, designers around the world all make direct comparisons to Paraiba tourmaline they do because of the distinct similarities. Is it in the same league as rarity? Yeah, potentially. Paraiba tourmaline is found in different locations around the world, as is Apatite. Has it got that wonderful intensity of colour that a Paraiba aspires to be? Without shadow of a doubt. Sky blue Apatite glows. It glows because whilst it doesn't actually have the copper internally, it has got one chemical, one part of its composition, which is your phosphorus, which makes it come to life. This is a high-end strand. They're beautifully stacked on. You've got a wonderful graduation drilled at the top. You can just take one of those and suspend them. You can see the internal clarity. Look at that. Totally and utterly natural. This is a gemstone which, if you were to ask, and you can do this on the Gemporia page, have a look at some of our fellow hosts and presenters across all the channels. Apatite is always one of the top favourites. So if you've never physically experienced it, if you've never held it in your hands, you've never had the privilege of working with it as of yet, ask any. I know Vicky Norris on Gems TV loves this gemstone. I'm always talking about it. I know Lindsay Carr on our American channel absolutely adores this gemstone. To name just a couple, I could go on and on and on. It's always one of the first gems on our own lips because it is so similar, so distinctly similar to a Paraiba tourmaline. I don't think for one second I'd be ever, no, in fact, I know I'm never going to own 40 carats of Paraiba tourmaline. That is an inconceivable carat weight. But really, very seldomly, you get to own your Apatite in that gorgeous colour. Now, we've got faceted tiny pairs on our graphics. I don't think they're tiny, they're big. They are big, right the way up to 7 by 4 millimetres from 5 by 3. Grab them whilst you can. So I don't like to contradict our graphics, but I do contradict that. They're not tiny, these are large. These are substantial. The average carat weight of this gemstone is 0.15. 0.15. These are substantial. Well done to every single one of you getting hold of this. $27.95. You'll be forgiven for thinking that this is a gemstone which is irradiated, is coated, is heated, is treated in some way, shape or form. None of that. None of that. All of Mother Nature's doing. Congratulate. I'm not willing to part with this strand. It's going right next. It's going on my T-bar right next to the blue diamonds. I don't want to part with it. Is that all right, Martha? Can I keep hold of it? Because I'm just thinking this with the sapphire that's coming up later. Oh, look at that for a colour combination. Oh, pick out the purple diamond, the purple sapphires with the Apatite. Pick out the papradacha hues. Oh, that's a combination. That is amazing. That's coming up in one product's time. One product's time. Before that though, let's bring you some precious sterling silver. So again, would work wonderfully with this strand as well. Not parting with it, it's going next to my blue diamonds. Is that all right? Did you just call me Poppet?
Oh, I look after it for you.
Do you want to look after it? You can have it. Number 10, number 5. All of these. You've actually got a whole strand. In your little gold box. No, it's not. It's not going under that price tag. Stocking fillers.
Oh.
Velvety box. You know, people who want to start jewellery making, this is a really beautiful gift. I'm showing you the packaging first. That says volumes, doesn't it?
As soon as you see a box, though, you know, you think, wow, this is going to be good.
I want that little box.
Yeah.
You can imagine that under Christmas tree. I'd be getting excited about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you kind of know, ooh, that might be jewellery or gemstones.
And you don't have to wrap it. I mean, as stunning as it is, isn't it?
And guess what? It is jewellery and gemstones. You've got quality emerald here. Gorgeous emerald and all of your findings, including a sterling silver length of chain, which is a good length of chain, and of course, can you see that on the end, a charm on the end, solid 925 sterling silver, natural Brazilian emerald. You can see that vivacity, that wonderful energy. You've got sizable toggle clasp, if I can just bring one of those. In total, 40 pieces, including your jump rings, your spacer beads, your shepherd's hooks, your S-clasp, multiple S-clasp. In fact, I'll bring one of those onto the back of my hand so you can see those as well. Quality S-clasp. We were talking about that swan-like effect. Let me grab the tweezers so I can suspend it so you can actually appreciate the true quality of this entire findings pack. Now, we've brought you sterling silver earlier on this morning. It was rose gold, absolutely flew out. Look at everything that you're getting here. It is a big substantial kit. You can easily make 2 pairs of earrings. You can make necklace and a bracelet within this kit, can't you? An entire suite.
You could, yes. And just look at the colour, though, of the emerald against the silver.
Yeah,
it goes
gorgeous.
so well.
Now, we should be at $29.95. Okay, earlier on we brought you a toggle clasp auction, which is not about profits, it was about PR. We do that, loss leaders. Lots of companies do loss leaders. We want to thank our Jewellery Maker customer for your loyalty and for being with us for however long it is, and hopefully welcome lots of new customers. This would be great for starting off your jewellery industry, your jewellery hobby. $19.95. That's fantastic. To get this home and to be starting with the likes of emerald, which up until, I don't know, at least a couple of years ago, say a couple of years ago, when did we first start seeing emerald? I mean, it's on Jewellery Maker. I know we've been bringing it to you for a while, but Brazilian, Colombian, Zambian emerald of this quality, this is perfect for under the Christmas tree. This is a perfect just because present, because I know that anybody who enjoys gemstones or enjoys wearing jewellery will take real pride in creating pieces for themselves or maybe for their loved ones. Maybe you're getting involved in this auction just because you're thinking, oh, that's an amazing deal for the sterling silver. It is. It really is for the sterling silver. I'll get some more of the findings out so you can actually see them all. Oh gosh, I'm all fingers and thumbs today. There's the toggle clasp, or one of the toggle clasps, because you do get 2 of those. Gorgeously lustrous. Let's bring one of those shepherd hooks because you're getting 2 pairs of those. A classic shepherd hook. So you can create multiple pieces of jewellery. Anne, Agnes, Teresa, Linda, Meg, hello to you, Tony, Jacqueline, hello to you, Surrey, Sharon, Beverly, Mary, Diana, hello to you, Teresa, Essex, lovely to be with you, Lanarkshire, Michelle, hello to you, Jane, Venetia, Staffordshire, Elaine. I can't keep up with the names, lots and lots and lots of you there. As I'm reading your names, you're all coming in at the same time, which is fantastic. We've got quantity of these. Look how beautifully they packaged it as well. Lovely, beautifully packaged. We've got a gift, a message coming in, sorry. Beverly, hi ladies. Just got this kit with Sapphire. Oh. Gorgeous quality, loved it. Must buy this also. Yeah, why wouldn't you? Because even if you're thinking, I'm going to use this myself, I'm going to use this in my business. I'll $19.95. I mean, that's a price tag we would expect for the findings.
Exactly.
Here, not outside these 4 walls. How much would you charge for one of the for one of the for some emerald earrings? How much would you charge, Helen, for emerald earrings?
I think I'd go for the set. And when we're doing selling in galleries, or if you've got a display cabinet where you're selling, these are perfect sort of fillers, because you haven't got to do a lot with them, because obviously the emeralds speak for themselves. You've got sterling silver on there. It's a very simple make. So where you've got your structure pieces, you can have something simple alongside. And we're talking, again, 3 figures for a set.
For a set. So you wouldn't sell them individually, maybe?
I would, but what I normally say is a necklace and a bracelet, and you get the earrings free.
Yeah, fabulous.
And you know, over £100. If somebody came to me and said, look, I really want the emerald necklace, then you would do, obviously, a price for that.
Oh, yeah, fabulous. Yeah, well, that's people thinking then, I'm getting something for I'm getting emeralds for free.
Exactly.
Absolutely amazing. So many of you there. Lots of you getting involved. I mean, I can, up until... well, me coming to work here, effectively, at Jewellery Maker, I never entertained the idea of owning emeralds. Never ever did, because it is one of the world's most valuable gemstones. Yeah. Fantastic. Congratulations to every single one of you. Gosh, where is that last half hour gone? It's flown by. Much to bring you. You saw the Tahitian pearls absolutely soar out of the vault. You've seen the diamonds sell out on screen. It is time for your Songia Sapphire. Now... look at this. Shall we allow ourselves just one moment, no words needed, to just absorb the quality of this strand? So I'm going to be quiet, and I'm going to give us just a few seconds to really absorb this Songia Sapphire, and then I'm going to talk about how this is not just beautiful, it is unobtainable. Okay, Songia, the mine all the way from Tanzania, will go down in history, and there's an article which I read a good few years back, and it's by an iconically renowned gemologist the world over, who spoke about how he believes that Tanzanian sapphire, like this, will go down in the history books as some of the world's finest. He talks about the locality being up there with your Kashmir and your Ceylon sapphire, because what comes out of that mine, or rather what did come out of the Songia mine, was absolutely flawless clarity with astonishing depth of colour. Amazingly, this incredible strand, I mean, it includes all of the different hues. As we know, sapphire is a rainbow gemstone. You can get yellows, you can get oranges, you can get greens, you can get purples, which is the rarest, by the way. You can get obviously different tones of your blues right the way up to your pink. But yeah, that the gemologists were writing about how the Songia mine or the Tanzanian rather, to speak more generally, the Tanzanian mines producing 95% of the world's sapphires will actually will have undergone some kind of treatment. To have sapphire which is actually only had a little bit of heat treatment, just a lift if you like, that intensify their natural colour, to take what would maybe have previously been maybe a pastel-y purple to a definite purple, making it some of the world's most sought after in the world. Songia, though, unobtainable. Why am I talking about that? We had a collection, we had showcases of Songia Sapphire on our sister channels, which pretty much were all exhausted instantaneously, because our customers, jewellery makers, and on our sister channels knew that this was a gemstone that at some point we'd have to say goodbye to. The reality is the mine closed 10 years ago. 10 years ago. So what's in the market it goes back to that apparent rarity and actual rarity. If you've heard me talking about that previously before, you'll understand it. I haven't got time to really get into that right now. But basically, what Songea Sapphire is in the market, so maybe in the hands of gemologists, in the hands of jewellers, in the hands of collectors like you and I, you can pretty much name a price. You can name a price. This mine is exhausted, absolutely exhausted, so it is an unobtainable gemstone. You would have to really invest in this gemstone ordinarily to get hold of it. Incredibly, it was about 6 months ago, we saw, no announcements were made. It was all very hush-hush, very, very low-key, so I actually had to ask our management team about it. This is before I came back to Jewellery Maker. I saw a couple of Songea Sapphire pieces coming into, finished pieces coming into the vault, and I was like, well, where are these coming from? Where have we got this from? This is a depleted location, a depleted mine. And Steve, CEO, managed to negotiate a parcel for your Songea Sapphire. Grab it whilst you can. It is closed, and it closed 10 years ago. To put it into perspective, it's tanzanite 10 years on from the announcement that it is depleted. That, to me, makes it sink in. The rarity, the desirability, the fact that this strand includes purple sapphires. Oh, I'll ask you, what do you think? What colours? What colours are here? Purple sapphires, purple and papradacha basically are the two rarest colours, and I'm seeing definite papradacha. I'm not saying it is 100%, but you've got definite papradacha similarities. You've got definite purple stroke lilac hues here. You've got your greens, you've got beautiful canary yellows. They are breathtaking. Even if you were thinking, if you're thinking, I don't know what I would do with that, Elle. I don't know how. I don't work with the tiny micro-faceted gemstones like this, which is just astounding to be able to do that, then take it to a gemologist, take it to a jewellery designer. If you bought this and sold it on, you would be able to sell it at a profit. You really would. I truly think so. I truly do think so. They are oh, that's like a sunrise, isn't it? That is like a sunrise. Now, guaranteed under £100. This, without shadow of a doubt, is one of the most exciting auctions that I have brought you in all of my years here at Jewellery Maker. I know you've seen Sapphire before. I know that all of our hosts here at Jewellery Maker have brought you Sapphire regularly. Songea Sapphire. Do you know, it might be at some point in the very foreseeable future one of those opportunities that we look back on and go, wow, thank goodness I bought it. Thank goodness. It's sapphire. It is your tanzanite in so many decades' time. This is unobtainable. It is no longer being unearthed. Songea Sapphire, I have bought myself, invested, and I bought it, I'll admit, I bought it on our sister channel, and I bought it in sterling silver, and I've had it recommissioned into gold, because that is the quality of the sapphire. I'm a yellow gold wearer. I've had it recommissioned into gold, because I just think, to me, if I'm going to wear it and I'm going to enjoy it, which I want, and I want people to be recognising the quality of the sapphire that I'm wearing, then it's a yellow gold worthy gemstone. Mary, June, Veronica, Beverley, Surrey, hello to you, Worcestershire, Northumberland, Lorna and Sarah in Carmarthenshire, guaranteed at under £100 for every single one of those faceted drops. 15 carats of genuine quality sapphire, a gemstone which can be heavily included. Often we have to accept that sapphire can be quite opaque. £74.95 for eye clean clarity, for papradacha hues, for purple hues, for micro-faceted sapphire. I mean, just look at one of those. If I try and hold them as still as I possibly can, look at those colours. And by the way, it's not just a small section which has got the papradacha hues coming through. It's just not just a small section of purple sapphires. If my mum was watching right now, she'll be jumping around the room, because, you know, I was lucky enough, and I'm saying all this while you make your confirmations. Please dial through as soon as you can. How many did we have of these, Martha? 30 in the world. 50% of the stock has gone already. Louise, Bernadette, County Down, Mary, congratulations. We've got Webbers that sat in their basket. I think if you leave it there, you're going to be told you're unsuccessful. Download your certificate of authenticity. The fact that, you know what, that will be the best 50 pence you spent. Do you know why? Because having I mean, you can obviously determine the location of a gemstone, but having it in black and white, country of origin, Tanzania, Songea, actually that will be invaluable. It really, really will be. It's like a natural diamond. We're stepping into a world where more laboratory-created diamonds are being created, so having something valued which says natural diamonds, I mean, just amazing. I would, without question, without hesitation, buy this and keep it. I'd sit on it, essentially, because there's purple sapphires. I was going back to the story. Yeah, I was very, very lucky that on Rockstar American channel, I launched our purple sapphire collection. Very limited. We were talking sort of 10s and 20s of each design. And it sold out instantaneously. And we haven't bought a parcel since, because it is the rarest colour, purple sapphire. Certainly up there. Well, purple sapphire or Apatite are probably the rarest colours. No, I think purple is the rarest. Okay, and I managed to get one for my mum for her 60th birthday. She wore it the other weekend. She loves it. If she had it valued, and she is in the process of having it valued, it's going to be high 4 figures. If we check out now, we've got how many left? 4 left. Claire, Miss Pauline, Emma, Amy, Carol, Khan, Kalisha, Sue, well done. Good luck, Isabel. Good luck, Kate, because I've got telephone bidders there as well. Hello to you, Namala in West Yorkshire. Bristol, you've got yours. I didn't hold it up to the neckline. Shall I do that? Shall I do that? Some of the colours on the skin. I am actually, I don't mind saying this, envious right now. I really am envious, because I want to get this. Look at these. September's birthstone, of course. Look at that. It doesn't need anything else, does it? Just leave it like is. And can I just say, I've got to move on. I have to move on. Do your research. Get in touch with me if you want to. Get in touch with me. Now, did you manage to get it, Martha? Straight from the vault, direct. 1 metre. Of sterling silver, what's that? 2 millimetres and 1 metre Rolo sterling silver chain. We don't do this, do we? Not 1 metre lengths of sterling silver chain. You could make the most perfect lariat necklace with this, couldn't you? High-end lariat necklace, which we saw on Tiffany's & Co. and various different designers. I know Chanel and Piaget do lariat necklaces. 3 figures and then some. Look at the quality of that sterling silver. This is beautifully reflective, is it, and lustrous. Your Rolo chain is very classic, very timeless. It's got a liquid-like feel to it. It lays beautifully. Oh, you're flying in this Saturday morning. Why wouldn't you be as well? I've never seen a 1 metre length of sterling silver chain. Have we done them before? I don't know if we have. Oh, look at all you there, you lovely, lovely, lovely lot. How many do we have of these, though, Martha? 100, precisely. It's not enough. No. It's not enough. Okay, see if I can keep up with this. County Down buying 2, Hampshire buying 3, hello to you, Sussex buying 3, Jane in Manchester, well done to you, Kent, well done to you, Cindy in Nottinghamshire buying 2, Lynn in Gloucestershire, well done to you, Lannet, I can't read all your names. I tried and I'm failing. I tried and I'm failing. Let's bring that price tag in. What? Oh, £9.95. That's, hang on a second, that's two necklaces and a bracelet, isn't it, on a metre?
Easy, yes, yeah.
For sterling silver? Why wouldn't you multi-buy?
Well, for that price, that is amazing price, isn't it? No wonder you can't keep up with the names.
I can't keep up with the names. And I read pretty fast. I'll hold this up to the decolletage. What would you do with this?
Well, there's so many different things you could do with it, but it's such a lovely chain in itself. I think that I would add we had that lovely swan one earlier. Was it in the gold?
Yeah. Sold out, darling.
Oh, I was going to say, actually mixing the 2 colours with it.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Oh. Sold out, well done.
Gone.
Well done, well done. Box 11. Box 11 in the 10 o'clock. Right, okay, got it. Oval cut, loose gemstone. Okay, got it. Here we go. Beautiful. Is that what I think it is? It is. Okay, I'm going to hold that one back for a second. I'm holding it back for a second. Just be where you can. Be on those phone lines and on the web as soon as you possibly can, because this is one for all of the collectors and connoisseurs. Yeah, you have got your rhodolite garnet with all of those fabulous purples. It's like grape juice. The perfect rhodolite garnet is like grape juice, and my goodness, you've got it there. Look at that. It's such a passionate gemstone. Then we've got your serenite. So we've got your passion to your delicate gemstones. So this is all about champagne. You can imagine sort of a decadence, a little bit of, you know, sophistication and class, isn't it? We're just toning it down ever so slightly with your serenite, because it is a beautifully elegant gem. But wait, collectors, connoisseurs will go absolutely crazy for this, because it is a gemstone which, I don't know if even on our gem collector channel you could get this in its loose formation. Let me just see. 7.25 by 5.25 millimeter. That's making it over half a carat, right? I'm sure it is. The chrome dioxide.
Oh.
93 points. You've got almost a carat.
Oh my word.
77 in your serenite. Rhodolite is 97. My goodness. I mean, this. How come when our sister channel can't even commission new pieces of jewellery? That could be an 18 karat gold with diamonds all day long. That one gemstone. We're gonna have to bring that price in. This is amazing.
Oh my word.
Martha, I don't think we should tell anybody that this just happened. I really do think that this should. I'm kind of. You know that feeling as a child when you did something naughty, or you did something and it was like unintentional. Like once I dropped my sister's china doll. I was really jealous of it, and I dropped it, and it wasn't on purpose. It really wasn't, and I got really told off for it, and I was like, it was an accident. It really was an accident. Yeah, it's kind of that scenario. You know that feeling you get of nerves. Hang on a minute. I mean, this your chrome dioxide alone. For that price tag and then some. No time to talk about it. It's going to be on and gone and sold out. Well done. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm with you on that. That's just a no-brainer. Oh. Okay, I think these are the right ones. Gorgeous pearls. Straight in. We're running out of time, so who took these to $6.95, and what on earth is going on this hour? What on earth is going on, Martha? Who? Hannah and Dion. You took cultured pearls of 10 by 9 to 12 by 10 millimeters to $6.95.
Oh my word.
It's going to be on and gone. Listen, we're going to have to roll with it. We're going to be working with each other. I'm not going to make any apologies for being quite fast and furious today, because I'm excited. I am excited. You're going to have to peel me off the ceiling this afternoon. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Just because I move on doesn't mean you haven't been successful. $6.95 only. Moira, Christine, Isabel, Anne, Maureen. Got to move on. Got them. Can I have a velvet plate thingy, Wes? So I can't even find the words. Thanks, Wes. Ooh. 100 pieces of your gold-plated sterling silver. Thank you, Wes, lovely. Your gold-plated sterling silver with all of those high-end gemstones that we've brought you so far today. Your Tahitian pearls, your sapphires, your diamonds. Well, where do I begin? The chrome dioxide. Oh, where do I start? A crimp bead. It's just that finishing touch, isn't it, Helen?
Is,
it's just that attention to detail. You get 100 in total. Our findings always fly out of the vault. Look at that, buttery. It's like butter, isn't it? Like you can taste it almost, the quality. You can taste the richness of them. 4 by 3 millimeter. So a crimp bead, so they go over your crimp covers, and they're really easy to do. So you position your crimp bead you put your crimp cover over the crimp bead, and I'm using tweezers, so it's probably not the best tool to demonstrate it with, but you just do this. Squeeze it together, and look, they meet beautifully in the middle, and you've got a perfect.
Beautiful, yeah.
Basically a spacer bead, haven't you? Supposed to be £15.95. I'm just not quite prepared for what Martha is about to do. This hour has been an awful lot to get my little head around. An awful lot. £11.95. £11.95. Helen, I mean, these are must-haves, aren't they, for any jewellery maker?
They are, and like you say, to make it aesthetically pleasing, you can use them, but use them on the end of a tassel as well to finish off your tassel.
Oh, lovely. On the end of the cord, you mean?
Yeah, any sort of tassel you're making, just to give it that extra. Sometimes you need a little bit of weight there, but it just makes it that little bit special. And also, if you've made a necklace, sometimes you've got a little tiny gap that where your pearls or whatever your knot is not quite tight enough. So slip one of these in somewhere, and you just pop it onto the beading thread, and it actually pushes the pearls either side, so it gives you closes a gap.
Yeah,
is what I'm trying to say.
Lots and lots and lots of you there. And I do think when we were saying earlier on in the show, Helen, weren't we, that I personally look at the overall piece. Obviously, that's what when I'm talking jewellery and when I'm buying jewellery, I look at the overall piece and the gemstones, etc. That's obviously what grabs my attention. But then I start looking at the finer details, the finishing touches, etc. And that's what your crimp covers are all about, the finishing touches, aren't they? Look at everybody there, and you obviously agree with Helen and I. Mary Jean, Midlothian, Cindy, Maureen, Stephanie, hello to you, Surrey, Joanne, Angela, Carol, Margaret, Yulia, Deborah, Frances, Susan, Irene, Helen, Sue, Lynn and Dorset, hello to you, Deborah and Tynan Ware. Keep on dialing through. Look at that, so beautifully lustrous, and the finish, and I just demonstrated one there, and I did it with tweezers, which is obviously not the tools that you would use for creating jewellery, but you could see the finish and how neatly they closed.
And they close around a knot, because some people, you know, do like to knot things, so they will close around a knot, as well as, like you say, the spacers and things, but they just give that real professional finish, and that's what catches the eye. Sometimes you're not really sure what it is. You look at a piece because it's that immaculate and it's down to detail like this.
Yeah, I think so. So £11.95, and you're getting 100, so that does work out at pennies. Well done to every single one of you. Okay. Moving on. Okay, we have got, is it in here? I know which one it is. I would say it's almost Rose de France, absolutely. So, if you've not heard of Rose de France, I'm not saying for definite we don't specifically grade our gemstones. Amethyst comes in various different hues. You can get pink, you can get praise-like greens, you can have the intense purples. Rose de France is very specific on the GIA tone scale, between 3 and 4 on the GIA tone scale. It's a wonderful, delicate, I love the sound of it as well. Rose de France is very poetic, isn't it? It's a very delicate violet hue. So some of the rarest amethyst in the world would be Rose de France. Look at the beauty of this strand. I always think when I see a gemstone which is elegant and feminine that I soften.
I feel like that too.
You
very
do, kind of all of a sudden just go,
yeah.
That's amazing.
It is a real well-being feel to that strand.
It's, you just imagine.
Feel good factor, isn't it?
it's princessy, it's girly, it's beautiful, it's elegant, it's absolute clarity, briolette faceted, but these are some of the biggest briolettes. Can you see the dimensions there? 10 by 7 right through up to 15 by 8. So it's a 14 centimetre strand, so you've got, oopsie, so you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 individual pendants straight away, and it's a recognised gemstone. This is one of the finest amethyst strands. I'm in love with it, absolutely in love with it. Let's bring it to you at an incredible price drop. We're meant to be, really, $39.95. That's a, do you know, bang for buck, that's got to be one of the best possible deals. The quality and the colour, I know our graphics don't say Rose de France, but you can see those wonderful pinky, lilac-y hues. $31.95. How much would you expect to pay for, if you think about it, one of those drops, maybe the slightest addition of sterling silver onto a sterling silver chain? How much would you expect to pay?
£54 just for one? Yeah.
Loads of you getting involved. Do you know what? Martha, how many have you got of these? This is one of my favourite strands of the day. It's one of my. That's why it's my last. Oh, is time run out? Yeah, this is up there with your. This up there with your sapphires and your diamonds. It's up there with your Tahitian pearls. It's up there with your topaz. It's up there with your apatite. In fact, I think my 1, 2, 3 has to be the Songea, the diamonds, and this. I love them all. Don't get me wrong. And the Tahitian pearls. Don't forget the Oh yeah. How do I pick? How do I pick? Look at that.
Lovely.
I just think that's feminine, that's gorgeous. Perfect for this winter ball, if you're going to the winter ball. Can you imagine these playing with the light? Stay where you are. I've got quickly time to recap on your Tahitian pearls, which we brought you a brand new opportunity. They're 12.25 millimetre. Have you had a chance to do your price comparisons? Have you seen those 3 figures, 4 figures, 5 figure price tags that you can expect for Tahitian pearls? You know, hopefully if you were able to tune in with me, you understand that pearls are some of the world's most valued because just how expensive it is to cultivate. So they grow, they have to grow for 2 years, they have to mature for 2 years. The cultivating process, less than 30% of Tahitian pearls will actually develop, will begin to nucleate rather. We've got the lovely Debbie Bilford coming in tomorrow. Helen, thank you so much. It's been a joy to be with you today. You're like a ray of sunshine.
But I've learned so much from you as well. I really have, and I've enjoyed being here. Thank you.
Ditto, by the way. I didn't know that you could wire hemo. So ditto. We've learnt an awful lot. Well done, Heather, Kent. I've got Surrey there as well. We had a 3-figure quantity. Just to let you know, the lovely Zena is coming up next. She's got an hour of clearance. I'm with you tomorrow with Debbie, and then I'll be bringing you an hour of clearance. And guess what? Tomorrow we have the launch of Sleeping Beauty turquoise from one of arguably the most recognised of turquoise. If you have managed to watch a showcase, and they would be showcases, tend to be semi-annual on our sister channels. That's how scarce it is, and that's how quickly it sells out. Sleeping Beauty is famed for its vibrant colour, famed for the lack of the matrix, the fact that it does tend to be that pure solid colour. So make sure you do tune in. Helen, thank you, my darling. When are you on next?
11th, I think it is.
The 11th. Is
that Wednesday?
Wednesday. Yeah, I think it is.
I'm back again.
Yay!
But
so tune
twice
in.
A week.
Yeah, well, it's always a joy, isn't it? Make sure you tune in to see Helen, and of course, Zena's coming up next from one ray of sunshine to another. I'll be back with you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day, and don't go anywhere.